Send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Happy Monday. Holiday for some, not for us. We are here. We are locked and loaded. What is going on, everybody? It is BNC, Grassa, and Bart today on ESPN New York. 800-919-3776. That is your telephone number. If you want to be a part of the program, you can check us out on YouTube as well. Tom Bauer is here. He nearly started a flood of epic proportions this morning because he had to go to the bathroom. Julian Kushnick is here as well. Bart, if you could have seen this. Now, let me set the stage for you, okay? It's a Monday, and it's President's Day, right? So it's a holiday for some.
Yeah.
Some people got to work. Our place is open. There are people here. I didn't know this. I showed up, and I'm like, hey, pleasant surprise. Everybody's here. So Tom, nature calls.
Oh.
And he strolls, I guess, over to the men's room. Very, inconspicuous, not causing any attention to it. He's just got to, take care of business, as they say. And then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, he comes walking into the office. He's like, oh, by the way, don't go to the bathroom because if you do, there's a little bit of a flood situation going on. I said, well, how so? And he said, well, I just went to the bathroom. I flushed the toilet, and the urinal started flooding. And I said, Tom, I got to see this with my own two eyes. And so I walk out into the hallway, and I'm stopped dead in my tracks because the water is literally coming out of the bathroom and down the hallway.
Whoa. Hold on.
Yes.
First of all, why did he come back? He's supposed to went straight downstairs to security to call maintenance or somebody to stop the flood.
You know what?
I mean, what is Tom trying to do, man? So you got to go in the bathroom with stilts on, or you got to go down to the second floor? Because what happens if it start going down the elevator? What happens if it start flooding and going down to the floor below?
That was the concern because it was coming damn near close to the elevator bank. And then, God forbid, what would have happened then?
Oh, man, what if I would have been coming out and I slipped and I would have, oh, man.
Well, how do you know the elevators would have even been running if that's the case, if they're flooded with water?
No. But before it gets there, if you're coming up and it's on the floor, ow, my neck, oh, my back, my neck and my back.
What was your first instinct, Tom? So you got to explain. Take us inside the mind of somebody that nearly took down the whole place.
Oh, that was pee-pee water on the floor.
Disgusting,
hell no.
smelly, right.
Yeah, so what happened was, first off, can we just lower my mic a little bit? Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, Julian. So what happened was standard business as usual at the urinal.
Whenever it starts with
and then
what happened was.
And then I go to wash my hands, and then I turn around, and I still hear the toilet going, and then I realize there is like a Noah's Ark flood starting to go on. It's like overflowing, and I'm like, oh no, and I probably said a different word too. And so at that point, I'm just like in kind of like a panic. It's like, well, I can't stop this.
Did you wiggle the handle?
That's right. That's what I said. Just wiggle the handle.
Or did you give up immediately?
Well, I couldn't get to it because it already flooded. So at that point, I'm just running out of the bathroom. No. Listen. I'm running out of the bathroom because I'm going to try and find somebody to or a phone number or something that I can call maintenance for. So I'm trying to find somebody in the office, whether it be John or somebody that works for the office.
But it's vacation day.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't know who's going to be here. And let me fill in some blanks here. Can I? So like you said, the sense of urgency, you would think. And then Tom came out and he said he was trying to find somebody that he could report this to. I would say, because I was sitting in John's office, and his office is right next to the door, right?
Of course.
So when Tom comes walking back into the main office, and first thing he does is he hooks a right and he comes into the office where I am, I would say, if I didn't know any better, I would have said his sense of urgency on a scale of 1 to 10 was maybe somewhere around a 2.5. And
it was at a meh.
It was at you would have thought that he just went in there and did his business and washed his hands, and then that was the end of it. And I hope you wash your hands, by the way.
Yes, I did. And let me explain why.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a drain in the bathroom that prevents floods and stuff that's right by the sink. So I'm like, okay, if there's water that seeps in, at least it'll go down the drain.
Oh, it's pitched.
I don't know that for certain, but
That's a plumbing term, by the way.
okay, well, great. And then I go and tell John because I'm like, okay, well, he's the first person I know that probably has a phone number for maintenance or something like that. And then we go back out into the hallway and we realize this is a bigger problem.
Now, what we have to get to the bottom of.
So what's up with the pitching, though? If you have a drain, a sun pump, or whatever it is on the floor, then it must be pitched wrong if it hooked the right out the door and didn't pitch underneath the sink to go to a sun pump.
I think this was a broken pipe situation or something. That's what I think. Because there's no way that a simple toilet flush could have created this that quickly.
Be honest, Tom. Are you a urinal kicker?
What the hell does that mean?
You know what it means. Every guy knows that we don't trust touching the handle sometimes because.
So when you flush, you use your feet instead of your hands.
Oh, well, first of all, if I tried to use my feet, I'd have to be like a gymnast if I tried to do
Like
that.
the Karate Kid or something like that.
Exactly.
I forgot you got skinny jeans on. My bad.
But no, it's just a normal flush. Like you press the button and then
it's a button. It's a
Yeah.
sensor.
So
Is
then
it a sensor or you push the button?
I push the button.
So get this, Bart, right? So then immediately, because like you can't just say like the bathroom's closed, like people are going to have to, you never know, you got to go. So they said, well, you can use the bathroom on the floor below us. Okay, so John actually went because he was planning on using the bathroom anyway. So John goes and uses the bathroom on the floor below us, and he says when you go down to that floor, you could hear the water like dripping down on the tiles and the ceiling above us. Like, so this was like,
wow.
And think,
is Tom going to get an invoice?
Can you imagine, like I said, if this was a holiday where nobody was in the building, the whole place could have been underwater right now.
Thank God it was just President's Day.
Tom, this could have been like the abyss.
If this would have been Christmas, it would have been over with.
Would have been a tsunami.
Yes.
Tom, why did you push the button so hard?
It doesn't. First of all, I didn't press it hard. I pressed it normally. And second of all, I can't control the flow of water that comes out of the toilet. It was just like free flowing at that point. Like it was like a fire hose.
Well, your high
sounds like something else was a fire hose too.
Yeah, your high acid urine, caused a malfunction.
I didn't cause anything.
Are you drinking enough water? How much water intake are you doing per day?
He looks like an asparagus guy.
We're doing good enough. That's all you need to know.
More water, Tom. More water.
We got his pH. His pH levels is too high, man.
So yeah, that's what you missed this morning.
Did he clog the drain or did he?
No, it was anything. It was just a standard, usual process. Like everything looked according to normal. It was the first time in there this morning.
It was literally bang bang. Flush the toilet, flood.
Yeah, exactly.
You couldn't have planned it better.
So where do we stand now as far as who's there taking care of it?
We have stability. Maintenance was here. Maintenance was called. They came up. Immediately they shut the water off, which is what you're supposed to do in those type of situations first and foremost. They did that.
Yeah, Tom.
And now they cleaned it. Well, Tom can't do that. He doesn't know where it is. But they stopped it. They stopped the flow. The cleanup process is underway. And I don't know if it's been given the green light, if they're going to have like the reopening, the grand opening again, and like they're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. But that should happen hopefully by the end of the day.
Well, we probably don't deserve to be able to use the urinals on this floor today. You know what I mean? It's just been too much. Maybe it's something internally.
I'd be scared.
Maybe it's something internally, but these toilets are too young to be having issues like this already. It's got to be a manufacturing issue. Well, a coil or a washer or a gasket or something failed.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, you know this. Like, you get the emails. Like, it seems like there's something always wrong with that bathroom, like one thing or another, right? Like the bathroom. Well, because otherwise it was our coworkers. Like we've had other issues before where like toilet paper is getting like found in the pipes and everything. Like people are flushing toilet paper down which you're not supposed to do. That's preventable. Something like this was just an act of plumbing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Could be some amino acids. We got to get Tom some amino acids or something, man.
Tom, next bottle of water on me.
Okay. Are we getting this from like the guy downstairs, like at the street, or is this going to be?
We'll get you the best purified, filtered, whatever you want.
We're gonna go to Trader Joe's. Go across the street.
Exactly.
Get you some Aquafina, some Saratoga.
Yeah,
Saratoga stuff is good. That's real good stuff.
I don't think I've had the Saratoga.
Oh, it's a very blue bottle. Very good. Look for that in your local grocer.
Yeah, is that an exclusive Jets hat right there?
What's that?
The hat. I've never seen that one.
It's a variation of the what do you call it? The Gotham City, the rivalry uniform one.
The ugliest uniform. Look like some Ninja Turtle. That's the ugliest
You didn't like it, did you?
That's the ugliest thing ever.
I liked it.
It'd have been sweet if it was white, based in white, and then the colors and the stuff like that was like green. The fact that they made it like a Ninja Turtle with the sewers and stuff on it was awful.
Well, the sewer part of it, yeah.
And the color green, the color green looks like an army green, or looks like something that you would expect from like the Philadelphia Eagles. Our green is not that green. Our green is a vibrant green. This is a dull, depressing green.
Well, no, it was like I thought it almost had like a camo-y type look.
Yeah.
Like Jets, kind of like fighter pilot type thing.
Nah, man.
You didn't get that sense?
It's wacky D, man. They need to get somebody with swag kind of pre-approved. Like New England's look sweet, Buffalo's look sweet. Everybody's look sweet. Ours look like trash. Even Miami's, the black with Miami with the teal colors or whatever that.
Yeah, but black is too easy. Like anybody could just close their eyes and be like, "Hey, let's make it black." Like we already have a black uniform.
Green can act as black.
Well, it can on a different scale. Here's the bottom line, though, when it comes to that stuff. If you're winning, it don't matter what the hell you're wearing, right?
I would never go and say if I had to go buy one or they wanted me to pick one out, I would never pick that color out. I would never pick that color uniform. I'd rather wear the damn Titan.
I hated the Titan stuff. I hated the Titan.
You hated the Titan pants.
But there was like no character to the helmet or nothing.
The pants was mustard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was. The face mask was gray, the blue, and then it had the stripe.
Did you like the white jersey or the blue
I like the
jersey?
white. I like the white jersey.
You like the white one?
Yeah, the white jersey was nice. Made you think you were at maybe Pitt or something like that.
That was the night you wore those that night. Didn't you wear that night down in Miami on that Monday night in 2009?
I don't remember.
Where they wildcatted you all night long with Chad Henne and just ran the ball down your throat. Remember that one?
No, I don't remember. Maybe I blocked it out. I think we wore it against the Tennessee Titans the second game of the season.
Yes,
or something. Yeah,
I remember that one.
Yeah, so
that was the first time, I think.
Yeah, because it was a celebration of like the
AFL.
50th, AFL, 50 years from the AFL.
Remember the worst ones, though? Remember the Broncos? They were like that brown and mustard, nasty-looking thing?
Man, them things that Pittsburgh wear, man.
Oh, that too.
Like, I know them like the Jim Crow specials.
Does it say Crow on the back?
Yeah, Jim Crow. Not your water fountain.
See, now again, I only have I minored in marketing, but I would think like if they advertised those jerseys as the Jim Crow specials, I don't think that they would be flying off the racks, if you know what I mean.
Well, it depends on the region. Could be the number one seller in certain parts.
Yeah, I don't think that was high on their priority list. I don't think that was in the discussion.
Sold out in Mississippi.
Oh my God.
Waiting list.
Oh, on that note, how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
It was chill. You know what I'm saying? It was chill. You know, with the kitty bitties just hanging out. You know, when you think about
your first non-football weekend of the year, basically.
And this is the time where everybody leaves. I'm going to say what we need to do is what we used to do when I was at the other place. Mm-hmm. When we know it's going to be the first week without football, send us down to Port St. Lucie.
There you
know
go.
What I'm saying? Let's go down to the strip clubs in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? They banging right now. You got all the people that's from up here, you know, being snowbirds, and they're going down there, and they bring their kids to spring training. They're able to be around the players, you know, the players, batting practice, all that good stuff. And apparently we had chemistry problems in with the Mets last year. At least that's what they keep getting asked. And you know, I thought last year when I watched the Mets play, I thought they didn't have a lot of fun. Like the year before was so fun, and they didn't have any expectations. I thought maybe the addition of Lindor created like a tension, you know, kind of like when they first got Max Scherzer and Verlander, because the expectations skyrocketed up, so they weren't having fun through it. Last year with the OMG, or the year before with the OMG, I thought, you know, they played with youthful energy and
grimace
spirit.
And all that stuff.
Yeah, they were having so much fun. You know what I mean? Last year I thought they took themselves too seriously. They were tight, the expectations, and I thought it just spiraled out of control.
Well, I think that the manager alluded to that too, right? When he did his press conference a few days ago down in Port St. Lucie, and he said the clubhouse, the word he used was it was too corporate, in his opinion, last year. It's too corporate.
Who made it corporate? Because the year before it wasn't corporate. The only person that came that was from a corporation you would think is Juan Soto.
Well, Soto, but then, like you said, a lot of those other guys weren't there anymore. Jose Iglesias, OMG, he was gone.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about like they talked about the relationship between Soto and Lindor.
J.D. Martinez was a big influence in that clubhouse. He was gone.
That's true. I think they, people put too much in it. They assume. I hate when people do that. Like, oh yeah, there's another black guy, or for Lindor. Oh, there's another Latin player. They should be best friends. Like, bro, like our race doesn't automatically mean that our personalities mesh with each other, our interests are the same.
Well, I don't know if it has anything to do with race. I don't know if anybody was implying that. Here's what I think.
No, but people think like, okay, well like if a Japanese player came in, they're like, oh, Senga's going to be good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, a language barrier is one thing. Like, especially
Correct.
like with Japanese. Like, okay, like most Japanese players, when they come over here, that's all they speak is Japanese. They don't speak English. So, like, those guys kind of fraternize with one another just from a communication standpoint.
But don't mean I mess with them. Don't mean that I want to hang out with them outside of that. You know what I mean?
I look at it, think about it. How many people, 25 guys are on a big league team in a clubhouse, right? 25 guys. That's a lot of people, different backgrounds, personalities, religions, race, whatever. I mean, look at any workplace. Like, okay, they're your teammates, your coworkers, whatever. It doesn't mean you all got to be like best friends.
Yeah, we had 50 guys. We had 50 guys on my squad, right? 53, right. 54 practice squad guys added in. I mean, I may have hung outside of practice maybe with 5 of them.
Did you even have every guy's phone number in your phone?
No,
that's what I mean. I mean, I was talking – how about this? I was talking to a guy – I won't name any names – a guy in the team last year in the locker room who played with a pretty famous player once upon a time and was a starting player. So it's not like he was like some practice squad or whatever.
Oh, play with A-Rod.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you stay in touch with him. You say, believe it or not, I didn't even have his phone number. I was too afraid to ask him for his phone number. It's like, okay.
I mean, I can't think of I can't remember who numbers I had. I might have had David's number, Calvin's number.
The guys on your side of the ball, like the guys that you go to war with, essentially.
Yeah. I mean,
well, those are the ones you're spending the most time with, anyways.
Did I have Braylon's number? Maybe Braylon's number because we know each other from Michigan.
Right.
That was about it. Bro, other than that, if I needed to talk to you, I would call somebody that I know had your number. Hey, you got so-and-so number? Or I would call the secretary. Like, hey, you got so-and-so number? I need to hit him up. Or, like, you never need to hit him up because you're going to see him tomorrow anyway.
Exactly. You guys spend 12 hours a day together. You're gonna be in the team meetings. You're gonna be doing all this. You're gonna cross paths.
And if you want something, you're like, hey man, I'm having a birthday party, or what I'm saying, I'm having something over the house. Bro, out of all the people I work with at S&Y, I think maybe because we're on a group text, I have Willie's number, and I got the producer's number,
Mike,
and I might have Gelbsy's number because we've been on like a group chat or something,
right,
for work.
I was watching Willie last night, by the way. I was flipping around the TV on the NFL Network. They were showing his Super Bowl against Arizona.
Oh, okay.
The Santonio home.
Yeah, exactly.
Willie out there at right tackle battling.
That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Like, this is like what do you say? Like, maybe we got like 2 weeks, 3 weeks of like, okay, let's just talk in generalities.
Not even. I'll give you on the lower side too, because
what's the combine? The next big thing up is the combine.
Combine is, I think, the 27th is when they begin workouts or something like that.
I mean, we can't wait till like the Knicks come back on what, Thursday?
Thursday night. You got a watch party.
So this where you take the breather. You know what I mean? That's why you go to the Olympics. Like, just think, any other year you wouldn't even have the Olympics.
How much did you watch of the All-Star stuff this weekend?
0.
Really?
I saw some clips. I saw on replay. I saw the 3-point contest. Dame Dollar, shout out to Dame Dollar, came back and won the 3-point contest. Devin Booker totally choked at the end. You know what I mean? Because he was way ahead, missed pretty much his money ball, missed every one to kind of win it. He only needed 2. He only needed 2 more points to tie, and he missed all his money ball. I saw clips because now, like, if something's not a main event, you don't care. You don't stop your life or inconvenience what you're doing to go try and see it. So, I saw, highlights of the kid hitting his head in the dunk contest. That you see stuff like that. You see clips. You don't see the whole show. What I do know is when they looked at around the stadium, it was totally empty.
Dude, it was empty. It was they could spin it any which way they want.
It was more flashing lights than it was actual people.
Let me tell you something. I know that they put lights on each and every one of those seats in that arena when it was built. I get it, but here's the problem with the lights. When you don't have bodies in the seats, the lights become that much more transparent.
Right, it illuminates because hold it, why am I seeing all the lights? There's no people standing in front of them, standing up and blocking the lights.
And you could turn the lights down in the whole bowl, which they did. It's still and you go online and you look. There's people in the building that are posting pictures and videos of the crowd. There was nobody Friday and Saturday. There was nobody in the building, and that's embarrassing. I don't know. The NBA's got to get off their high horse a little bit because, people were saying, and this wasn't even secondary market stuff. They were charging upwards of $500 to show up for that stuff on Friday and Saturday. Like, who would pay that money to see that?
Nobody, especially when half the celebrities you pay and let in for free.
Exactly. They're getting comps in it. You think Obama paid for his seat yesterday to go to the All-Star game and sit courtside?
Right. The first two rows are all celebrities or people just hanging out and going to the parties.
And let's be real, they weren't even great celebrities at the All-Star game yesterday.
Who do we have? Kid Rock?
Kid Rock wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, aside from Obama, but Obama's not a celebrity. He's a president. He's a dignitary.
Yeah, exactly.
But aside, Meghan and Harry were there. Does anybody in this country care about Meghan and Harry? I mean, they think they do, but does anybody who watches the NBA care about Meghan and Harry?
No. Do they still have a security detail, or did the
I think that's off. They're off the payroll.
Private security?
That's gone. They're on their own. They want security. They got to.
She better not ever cheat. She better not ever try and divorce him. You talk about coming to America, man. He renounced his throne for her, bro.
Right.
Like, bro, I gave it all. I was having security, helicopters, details, whatever I wanted. I gave it up for you.
But that's what I mean. Like, they didn't even have any decent celebrities there yesterday. You get better ones at the Garden for a Knicks game nowadays than the All-Star game. I mean, here's all you need to know. Here's all you need to know about the All-Star weekend, okay? Basketball, the center of basketball was out in Los Angeles over the weekend. All eyes on the basketball world. Michael Jordan was in Daytona winning the Daytona 500.
Yo, everybody was hyped for that. He was so hyped.
Dude, think about it.
He sounded like Jokic and his horses winning. He could carry, man, I would give away one of my rings if I can become a dynasty.
He looked as excited when they gave him that trophy, and he was
they
hugging
wouldn't even give it to him. They wouldn't even give it. He came in a butt rush, bro. He wasn't even supposed to be in part of that.
I mean, and then that picture now, him holding trophy in the locker room or whatever, it's like right up there with him when he was holding the Larry O'Brien all those years ago. But think about it. So, you got, the basically, basketball royalty, the best there ever was. He was in Daytona while the NBA All-Stars and everybody with the basketball universe was in Southern Cal for the All-Star game. Now, I will say this, okay? And it was not a priority because, obviously, we know what the All-Star game has become or not become over the years.
You couldn't help yourself.
I got to be honest with you. I had it on in the background yesterday, right? It was not terrible. And the reason why, and they actually got this right, I think, with the format. Teams. It's not even to split up the teams. The way that they did it as 4 separate games, and so you had 4 different games that were 12 minutes long. So, the shorter the game,
the more intensity.
The more intense it's got to be. So, let's say you played a normal 4-quarter, 48-minute game. You could mail it in for the first, 3 quarters and then, start to get busy in the fourth. If it's a 12-minute game, you got to play. And these dudes were playing. And the guy who set the tone, right from the get-go, believe it or not, was Victor Wembanyama. And even guys were saying it after the game. Wemby was the one who came out, was playing. I mean, he looked like a freak. As he usually does. He looked like a freak in that game.
And you're not going to let him embarrass you.
Exactly.
Because he's trying to. So that's usually what it takes, though. Remember, Kobe, when he played, you can tell he was trying to get the MVP. So people are like, oh, hell no. He's trying to sit up there and dunk and get busy on you. Nobody. What Wemby did was force people personal pride to kick in.
Exactly.
And I also think the fact that President Obama was there, made them play harder too.
Well, hey, you know what? Then give Obama a lifetime pass to the All-Star game because, whatever it's going to take, let it happen. Because,
I think Anthony Edwards said that.
Whatever it takes. Because, now look, they've done so much damage to that game over the last, decade plus that it's going to take more for guys like me, you, to make it, as you said, appointment viewing again. But I think yesterday was a step in the right direction. I know some of the players were down on it. I saw LeBron talked and a couple others about they didn't like the whole U.S. versus the world thing. They wanted to go back to East versus West.
Nah.
I don't know how you make it like 3 teams or like 4 separate games if you just do East versus West.
Because that's how he makes it personal. You know what I'm saying? So he don't want it to be where because we're saying, okay, because eventually it becomes like the Olympics, or it comes like the world championships. Like if the other people win, then the narrative's going to be, hey, America's losing their grip. The best players are European. So he don't want he know that conversation's coming the first time they lose. And then he knows the following year that team's going to have to give retribution.
And he ain't going to be, and LeBron's not going to be playing in the Olympics in 2 years either when it's in Los Angeles in that building.
Who the hell did Cat play?
He played the World. He played on the World team.
How the hell is he the World?
Because he's Dominican.
From Jersey.
He's part
Dominican.
Dominican.
Oh, okay. So we going from citizenship or we going race?
It's called wherever they can fill out the rosters. That's what it's called.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's like the World Baseball Classic that's coming up. You've got guys who aren't like quote-unquote Americans that aren't good enough, obviously, to crack Team USA, but because they have, like, let's say, Italian background somewhere down the road, they're going to play for Team Italy because that's the only way they could get in the tournament.
Oh, you mean like Joel Embiid probably playing for France?
Exactly. Stuff like that.
Only thing he know about France is about the French is French fries
and croissants.
Exactly. Like you talk about the biggest freaking I forget the word. Like, but he's for hire.
Oh, yeah.
He played with the Americans the first year. Then he played with Cameroon the year before. Bro, pick a side, bro.
Exactly. And I don't know if these guys are getting a little under the table stuff either to come play for their team. Weird things happen. That.
We'll give you some endorsements. We'll give you the Kawhi Leonard hookup package.
Grease the wheel, that type of stuff. Of course. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, exactly. I'll tell you, but look, and Adam Silver talked on Saturday. We'll play some of that sound for you a little bit later on because obviously all the questions were pertaining, and most of them to the tanking and the problem that the NBA has right now, which is a big one. And so we'll tell you what the commissioner had to say. We got a lot of stuff going on here. An interesting article written by Ian O'Connor on The Athletic where he sat down and chatted with John Harbaugh gives the Giant fan a little bit of a peek into what that organizational structure looks like now that John Harbaugh has hired his staff and basically what that means for Joe Schoen, among other things, which I think was pretty telling. You'll hear from Soto, Lindor, Steve Cohen talk this morning. We'll get into the Yankee stuff from the weekend and all the NBA with the tanking, the All-Stars. I want to hear from you guys. Did anybody watch the game yesterday and think that, you know what, this was better than it has been over the last several years? 800-919-3776. That is the telephone number. We got audio files. We got a little sideline to sideline a little bit later on. We roll till 1 on this President's Day. It's Dan and Bart right here on ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Still heavy traffic on this President's Day. Northbound BQE, eastbound 278 Atlantic Avenue, an accident blocking one lane. And we've got Hudson River crossings down to minor delays, all better on the island, on the LIE and the Northern State Parkway. And in the Bronx, a little bit lighter than normal, but still some slowdowns on the Cross Bronx westbound to the George Washington Bridge. And NJ Transit is on a weekend schedule today, but as you've heard, tomorrow's the big test with the new reduction of service and the new schedules in effect. Make sure you check njtransit.com for all the details on that. And now we're just getting late word of an accident on the Verrazano Bridge coming into Brooklyn, right by 92nd Street. Verrazano Bridge going eastbound 278 over the Verrazano into Brooklyn. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
It starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no two stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Ever want to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Ever want to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 and over, physically present in New York, no purchase necessary. Limit one entry per profit boost token. Opt-in required. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Restrictions apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with their award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
All right, Dan and Bart, on this Monday, ESPN New York, President's Day 2026. Floodgate here earlier, but I think we've dodged the bullet. The worst is behind us.
Could have been Poopgate.
Thank goodness.
Could have been Poopgate, though.
Could have been. Oh, my gosh.
He didn't put a log in there.
What was that? It was at the Oakland Coliseum, right? They had that like down in the coach's office, and it, the sewage system was all messed up. That old dump?
Are you talking about Oakland?
Yeah, the Oakland Coliseum.
Man, they only had like 2 showers at work, man. That was...
Ugh. Oh. By the way, you're a smart guy. Who do you think had the highest selling jersey in the United States this past year in the NFL?
Shedeur Sanders.
No.
He had to be up there.
I don't know if he was up there, but I know he wasn't number one.
Number one... Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills spend a bunch of money.
There you go.
They got nothing else. They ain't got no basketball team. They got nothing else, so they usually embrace everything.
Number one selling jersey in the United States and Canada this past year. All right, let's get to the phones. A lot of people want to chime in at 800-919-3776. We will start it off with our good buddy. It is the Doughboy. He's in Queens. He's first up here on BNC. What's up, Doughboy? How are we?
Oh, what's going on, y'all? It's fine. Another day. But going into the thing, I didn't like it. But agree with me, I like how it went. But if they really want to step it up, they should do that on Saturday night and then have the winning teams play the whole game on Sunday. Because you see how the old heads ran out of gas. Kawhi Leonard couldn't find them. It was done for him.
So you said the old heads ran out of gas. You think by making them play 2 days in a row?
Yeah, like that wouldn't work?
No. Listen, because they will – go ahead.
You know how much liquor they ready to consume and party and they ready to have? If they know they got to play 2 nights, that's too much like a real game.
Plus Doughboy, Kawhi had to make all those appearances probably for the landscaping company that he works for too. Like promotional appearances.
Come on, anything to get him. I ain't mad at what he did. Give extra cheese on the taco, like Bart said. I ain't mad at that. If somebody gonna go for it, why not take it? I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I would have liked it like that because they ran out of gas, man. It wasn't fair, man. They was dead tired, man.
Well, them old people got better patience. So if they dead tired, you think they got to play the next day? That's like playing a back-to-back.
Right, that'll never happen. You're lucky.
Remember, they didn't play a whole game for the first. They only played 2 quarters. So you rest them, come back, and then what you do is instead you come back Thursday after the rest, you come back that Saturday. And that way, that's what I'm thinking. That way they get a longer vacation instead of coming back Thursday to resume for the regular season to start back up. You start back up probably Friday.
So you want to screw us over then?
Yeah,
then what the hell we going to talk about? We got to go a whole week?
The league makes no money from all this All-Star stuff. They make money from the real games. All these other networks, the television money.
And the teams, too.
Right. It's the real games that matter. I mean, think about it, Bart. They already shut the sport down for, 7-8 days because of the All-Star break? And that thought hit me, too, yesterday. Like, seriously. Because I'm looking at Jalen and Kat and, the Knicks guys and all these other teams that are on, East Coast teams. Like, okay, it's cool you say you're an All-Star, blah, 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 blah. But, what break or what rest do they get? Because the Knicks played whenever the last game was, Wednesday, Thursday, then, those 2 guys had to get on a plane, fly cross-country to L.A.
Well, it was private.
Well, whatever, but still, you got to fly. You got to spend, 4 days out there, kissing babies, shaking hands, doing all these appearances and whatnot.
Oh, you mean like actually doing their podcast?
Did they do the podcast out there?
Yeah, they did their podcast. Come on now.
Well, whatever, but still, all that stuff, and now they got to fly back to, back home. I'm sure they're going to have a practice because they play, on Thursday? They got to probably practice maybe probably Wednesday, maybe even a practice tomorrow. It's no break for these guys.
They won't practice as much. They'll get a vet day. I think, listen, because at one point it's going to be in Miami and it's going to be 0 travel time. So, you just take it as is. You give the West Coast people an opportunity to kind of woosah and stay on their same clock. What I wanted to ask Doughboy was, is this the year that you believe that you finally get an American MVP?
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't see I don't see how people are really not giving Cade the credit. They want to give it to Jaylen Brown, but he doesn't have so and so. I still don't think what he's doing is better than Cade Cunningham.
I don't know if Jaylen Brown is getting an MVP. I mean, he'll be in the conversation.
He's the front runner, brother.
Is he the front runner?
From
you really think
Jaylen
Brown's the front runner?
Jaylen Brown? Yeah.
Jokic, if he doesn't miss any more time, he's going to have enough, the 65 games to be able to qualify for those awards.
Man, he don't care about none of that.
Well, he don't care, but I mean, you can't tell me he's not good.
Bro, he going to take, but you got the history, you just got voter fatigue for him. And especially when you see him missing, Jaylen Brown has his team second in the Eastern Conference without their best player, most would say. I'm telling you, go to the gambling odds, and I bet you Tom or anybody.
Tom,
back
what are the
there,
latest odds for MVP? If you could,
I'll try and figure that out after I figure out how to fix the stream.
Oh, the stream is messed
Christ.
up.
First you mess up the toilet, now you mess up the stream.
Well,
it looks like it's frozen on my end.
I mean, not for nothing. You could say, Bart, that he messed up the stream earlier this morning too.
Yeah, with that
a different kind of stream.
With that, what's that thing on Mortal Kombat that used to spit the acid, the reptile one?
Not Baraka. Was it Baraka?
It could have been. Yeah, he take the mask off.
No, the Scorpion.
He was green.
Scorpion.
No. Scorpion threw, get over here. And then Sub-Zero, then there was one that came out, he was green, and it was a leopard. He's even on the movie, man.
I didn't see the movie.
You didn't see the Mortal
No, I just
Kombat
played the
movie?
games.
You didn't see the Mortal Kombat movie?
MVA MVP odds, yeah.
They about to come out with a new one.
I think I saw that too. And I was
they're about to come out with a new one of those because Scorpion was dope. They had the Asian guy that they're gonna introduce, Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny
wow.
Cage wasn't on the first one, and then you also have Street Fighter. That's why I was excited. I thought we were going to get Cody Rhodes, because I was going to talk to him because he's playing Guile.
They're doing another Street Fighter movie?
What do you mean another? They only did one.
Well,
This
the
is
one with
second
Van Damme. Remember that?
Right. So now they're going to do old boy's playing Guile.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 50 Cent's playing Barack, the boxing one, Barang, because he lost all that weight about a year ago. And he started teasing like the
Well, I guess there's been enough time
about 6 months. Yeah,
there's been enough time.
Right, it's a generation that didn't see the first one.
And the first one wasn't even that good to begin
First
with.
one's but now is better. Like the first the Mortal Kombat was dope though.
Not the Street Fighter though.
Street Fighter was okay. I mean, it was a little bit. See, what I like about it is they make Mortal Kombat more serious. They make okay, put it like this.
Yeah.
The Mortal Kombats they make like the first Avenger movies, kind of dark and stuff like that. They make Street Fighter like Ragnar, the Thor, where he was like, man, this is too goofy. It's too much comedy in it.
Yeah.
They make it like that because they're gonna have Zangief, E Honda, you know what I mean, all those guys. I don't know. I ain't see Blanca, but they got a lot of the characters in there. Of course, Ken and Ryu.
Dalsum.
Yeah. Dalsum is always interesting, man. They should have Bobo play Dalsum.
Bobo.
Just long arc.
Let's say hi to Derek in Hillside up next here on ESPN New York. What's up, Derek? How we doing?
You heard what's going on, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend, man. Look, about All-Star Weekend, I got a little format that could probably try to add some more entertainment to it. I know Jaylen Brown had alluded to it in one of his interviews about going one-on-one, but I was thinking also, what about going two-on-two, like having the best duos out of each team just go at it, like maybe like a tournament format to try to just scrap away the whole All-Star game, because even though, like, it was entertaining last night, it still doesn't grasp enough of attention as it used to do back in the day. So,
but you only can.
I mean,
that's
I was thinking about that
because back in the day we had less options. Man, you can watch Netflix, you can watch Prime. There's so many. So, I don't think the games are any more quality. I thought a little bit more competitive at times, but
yeah.
It's just we have so many options, man. Like it's hard to hold our attention,
dude. You got your phone.
It's hard to keep us in the car because you can watch TV on your phone.
I mean,
and
and
also,
it's not
bro,
just.
I don't know how you don't get the Jaylen Brown hype right now, bro. He got no Tatum. They barely had Porzingis anyway the whole season, and they don't have
Porzingis not on the team no more.
He's not on the team no more.
Yeah, too. But they don't have Al Horford, who is the heartbeat of that team. And like that, how he's playing. Because there was times last year where I thought he wasn't, warranted that $60 million a year that he got. But
he was hurt.
That he
remember that knee was jacked up last year too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so but the thing is, like, he's carrying that team, man. Second, 5 games back of the Pistons, and you telling me that he not. Remember at the beginning of the year when I was telling everybody that he was top 10, and they were laughing at me. He's one of the best. He's one of the best two-way players. He's just as good of a two-way player as Anthony Edwards is.
Well, why would people laugh at you saying that he's not a top 10 player? He's a great two-way player.
No, I had this whole thing where I said I got Brunson slightly out of my top 10, and people laughed at me when I added Maxey. I added Maxey and I added Jaylen Brown. They thought I was being a hater.
Jaylen Brown's a Finals MVP for crying out loud.
But I
don't know if I would have put Tyrese Maxey over Jalen Brunson, but I get you with the Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, but I just had him out of my top 10. Everybody thought I was being blasphemous because I didn't. Because I had Jaylen Brown there.
I just want to have Tyrese.
Tyrese Maxey's the best player on his own team right now. Let's face that. I mean, he's the best player on the Sixers.
Yeah, he's a rising star. I mean, we have a real conversation to be had about who's going to represent the face of the NBA. You heard Wemby and you heard Anthony talking about being the face of the league. He said he'll share it with Wemby as far as like he'd be the face of like the American players, and Wemby's the face of the international players.
Did you see that thing? It was a hot mic moment. I guess I got to look it up exactly. Anthony Edwards was chopping it up with Jalen Johnson after the game, and like somebody's cell phone like caught them on the court, and he said, "Come
on, man. That means somebody's sitting there just hitting the record."
Well, no, dude,
button.
it was after the game, like when there's like 900 people on the court, like media, photographers, like everybody.
Okay.
This was on the court after the game, and I'm looking at it right now. Anthony Edwards said to Jalen Johnson, he said, "I can't wait to come home. You got so many wings down there in Atlanta," because that's where he's from. He's from Georgia.
Yeah, I know. Went to University of Georgia.
So think about that.
Jalen Johnson has been one of the biggest surprises. Like, I hated when I was listening to people talk about the most improved, and they didn't put Jalen Duren in there.
Well, how do you not say that?
Like, he's a first-time All-Star. Dude's only, 23 years old?
Dude's built like a house. I mean,
That's
we
why I
know
was
that.
laughing. Did I tell you the story about the fight that they had?
What, when the one with the last week?
Yeah.
What about it?
The guy that he was talking to, they got beef all the way going back to his Mount Vernon days, and the other guy was in IMG because Jalen Duren was heard whispering, "Man, I've been kicking your ass since high school," and then he had just scored 8 straight, and that's why the foul came, because they got past beef. I love when old beef comes back up in the pros.
That wasn't him and Brandon Miller, was it?
No, it was the other guy. Start with a D. Guy like that Swahili African name. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Diabate?
Yeah, Diabate.
Musa Diabate.
Yeah. That's what the fight was about.
Let's get a quick break, and Tom will give us these MVP odds on the other side. 800-919-3776. More of your calls. It's Dan and Bart.
Don't break nothing else, Tom. Don't break nothing else.
We're bringing on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
So, should we split the bill?
But math is the worst.
Not all math, because with New York Lottery's extra multiplier scratch-off games, you can multiply your winnings up to 200 times.
Wait, multiply my winnings?
Yeah, you take your winnings, then multiply those winnings up to 200 times.
So all of my winnings times 200?
Yeah, that.
Oh, I've always said math's the best.
Play for chances to multiply your winnings 30, 50, up to 200 times. Prizes up to $5 million. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Be part of it isn't just a slogan. 2026 season tickets are on sale now, and this is your chance to join the tradition and legacy of the New York Yankees. Purchase a plan and enjoy the best seat locations, significant savings, and flexible payment options. Plans start at just 9 games. Log on to Yankees.com, call 212-YANKEES, or email seasontickets@Yankees.com. For 2026 Yankees season tickets, email seasontickets@Yankees.com today.
For 100 days, I'm going to cross the 7 continents because the answers to everything important are out there at the edges of our world. I'm stepping into the unknown. Where are we going? To see our planet as it's never been seen before. From pole to pole.
Pole to Pole with Will Smith from National Geographic. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Show me the way.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa,
Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner. If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you.
No, you don't. You want all the shine.
No, I don't. Call whatever you want.
Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. To sign up and register to play, go to the ESPN New York app and click on the Rickleball tile. This is the Michael K. Show.
The Yankees, I think, are better than last year because you're going to get Garrett Cole back. That automatically makes them better. Now, does that translate into 96 wins, 97? I don't know. But all the Yankee fans that are upset that the team, quote-unquote, ran it back, I think you're wrong. I'm amazed when I read on social media people saying, I'm really not excited about this season. Nothing about it really floats my boat. Well, what would have floated your boat, baby?
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Dan and Bart, ESPN New York, on this President's Day, 800-919-3776, talking the All-Star Weekend, the NBA. We haven't even heard from the commissioner yet. We'll do that in just a couple of minutes. His thoughts on the tanking problem that has plagued the league. Tom's got the MVP odds as they currently stand at the All-Star break. So what do we got?
All right. Well, according to DraftKings, the MVP frontrunner right now is SGA at minus 210. Nikola Jokic plus 300 in second. Bart's favorite player in the whole world, Cade Cunningham, third, plus 1,400. Do you want me to keep going?
Well, what is it? It was SGA, and who was two?
SGA.
Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic was number two.
And then who was third?
That would be Cade Cunningham.
I told you Jokic, man. Because when he didn't get it even last year, people were like, well, wait a sec. Numerically, like statistically, like he could have made a strong case to even give it to him last year.
Well, you could have did that for Shaq 25 times in a row. You could have did that for LeBron 20 times in a row. You have to
They did it for Jordan. They did that for Jordan.
Yeah, you got to put things. You got to keep things in perspective as well too. Like you have to talk about like somebody that's come out of nowhere, somebody that's carrying a team that's not as good, somebody that's emerging, somebody that's having a dynamic year, somebody team that is in first, second place. I mean, Cade's there because his team is first in the East.
Look, if you're asking me, I think Cade checks all the boxes because I think a big part of it is what you said. They want a little bit of a fresh face in there, right? It's what have you done for your team, a team that maybe hasn't necessarily had a history of winning lately.
Exactly.
So like that checks all the boxes. Look, I know it's a long time ago. I'm going back like 25 years, but when Jason Kidd came to the Nets, right? Yeah. And they were like the dregs, as we know. And then he shows up, and in that first year, he gets them to the NBA Finals. He should have won MVP that year, but they gave it to Tim Duncan.
Because really, MVP shouldn't be about the best player. It's the most important player. It's the most valuable player.
Right.
MVP. Like, you take Cade off of that team, what are they?
Oh, they're what?
You take SGA off OKC, they still going to the postseason. They still going to win a series.
They're going to be top 3. You take SGA off the Thunder, they're still top 3 in the West.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You take Cade off the Pistons, they're a play-in tournament team.
Exactly.
They're 7 through 10.
And that's my point. And I understand Jokic, yes, because Aaron Gordon is hurt, but they still have another All-Star in Jamal Murray, all that type of stuff. So it'll be interesting. Where was Jaylen Brown in that whole thing? Because I think he's going to this second half because people know.
Where's Jaylen Brown?
Did you see what happened to Jaylen Brown too?
What?
So Jaylen Brown is 6th at plus 5,000. And for anybody out there wondering where Jalen Brunson is, he is in 9th at plus 25,000.
Tell you what, Kawhi is coming too, man.
Is Kawhi going to play enough, though? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kawhi is coming. Like, the Clippers, they started off rough. But, man, if you look at what they're doing in the last 20 games.
They were on an incredible streak when they came to the Garden, and the Knicks got them.
Yeah.
But coming into that game, I mean, they were, like, incredible. And look, right now, because of the bad start that they got off to and everything, they're in that, like, purgatory. They're in, like, the play-in, right?
Yeah, but
nobody's catching them. Nobody in the West is – so, like, they will make the playoffs. But the question is, like, how big of a run do they really think they could make?
They'll finish strong, man. Like, I thought this was like waving a white flag when they got rid of James Harden and when they let Zubac go. But, man, they become a more athletic team. And now you only got one. You got one chief there. And
Zubac was a good pickup for Indiana, by the way.
Yeah, for next year.
Indiana's going to be back next year.
Who did they give up? They gave up but this is what I'm saying. They messed up when they traded for Sabonis. They should have just kept Tyler Hollenberg. They felt like they needed a big man. It's so much easier to find. Mathurin. Yeah, and Mathurin is an interesting prospect. He's almost, we really haven't talked about the Knicks and them going to be able to sign the kid from the Spurs that was Rookie of the Year. And him deciding.
Stephon Castle?
Yeah, no, not Stephon Castle. No, it wasn't him. He was rookie. Man, Spurs ain't letting Stephon Castle go. He's the best two-way player.
We said he was the Rookie of the Year. You're talking about Sohan that they just picked up from the Spurs?
Yeah, Sohan.
He wasn't the Rookie of the Year.
He didn't?
No. Castle was, not Sohan. Sohan fell out of favor. Sohan
fell out of favor. He's like, what?
You know why? Because
third year, though, right?
Yeah, I think he's in his 4th year. 3rd or 4th year. But remember,
he wasn't Rookie of the Year once?
No. He didn't even get a vote. Sohan, remember, he was getting minutes the last couple of years because the Spurs were bad. And then he got a chance to score and all these other things. Now, think about it. Wemby's healthy. They're for real. And then a guy like him gets phased out. His minutes got, like, cut in half there because they're a better team.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks, yeah. But, I mean, he still, that gives him another body for the Knicks, though. To go with the other moves that they made.
It's an audition. These next, how many games we got left, 30 games or close to it, 27, 28 games, it's an audition for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with the MVP, too. Like, okay, you're giving me MVP odds right now. Like, when you play down, like, for instance, if you're a team that, all right, I think Kawhi's a good example. If the Clippers just continue to be stinky hot and move up to, let's say, I don't know, top 5 in the West, and they're just going on this incredible run, and he plays a lot, that could do a lot to boost his stock.
You know why I think the Pistons K should be higher, and he should win it if this continues, is because this team's record against teams with above 500.
Oh, it's real good.
And they face like 17-4.
And the Knicks are not. The Knicks are just like against teams with winning records. They're like one game over 500.
How does it? Let me check. Let me pull up the Knicks schedule. I wonder what this last run is going to look like.
What, for the rest of the season? They still got one more West Coast trip.
But the thing is, if they played a weak schedule, then that means that they got to have a. They
have a tough. They got to play Oklahoma City twice. They have to play Houston twice, Oklahoma City twice. They've got a West Coast trip. They've got the Pistons right out of the gate coming back. You got San Antonio again. You got to go to Cleveland.
Cleveland is somebody that everybody's saying watch out for, man.
They got one more with Boston. Those are so they got about 7-8 games against what we would perceive to be like the top of the heap in the NBA.
Do you think they can climb the ladder?
They're not getting one. I think that the best they could hope for is 2.
How many are they?
Right?
Why? They 5.5 back? Is that insurmountable?
Yeah, because I don't think. Well, because remember, you only played Detroit once,
Man,
so you're going to have to root for Detroit to lose, and I don't think they're going to just fall off.
Cleveland's on that ass. I mean, we really haven't talked about Toronto this year either.
I like the way you put that.
They own it, man. They one game back.
Oh,
and they play each other. So if you're the Knicks, do you want to be 4 so you can play Toronto?
No, don't play that game. Don't play that game.
They should have played it last year. Worked out for them, though.
If you're 2 or
they avoided Boston.
But think about it, right? If you're 2 or 3, if you're the Knicks, you're going to be playing either like a Philadelphia or Orlando in the first round, which I think they'll beat either team.
Yep.
And then the second round, you might be playing the Celtics, which you're going to have to probably square off with them one way or the other. Now the question is going to be: is Tatum going to be a part of that mix?
Yeah, I don't think they risk that.
It'll be interesting. We got to hit a quick timeout. We'll come back. More of this conversation at 800-919-3776. Dan and Bart, we roll till 1. Then it's the K-Show here on ESPN New York.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Knicks fans, Bart and Carlin are hosting a special Knicks watch party as New York takes on Detroit Thursday, February 19th at Terramore on West 30th Street. It's all brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Enjoy Wild Turkey Bourbon specials all night and enter for 2 separate chances to win the ultimate New York game day experience this April. 2 games, 1 day, and a pair of Knicks tickets for April 12th. Grab a pour and enjoy the game with ESPN New York. Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
You want to know why betting the Winter Games on FanDuel makes so much sense? Because from game lines to medal counts to finding your angle on the events you care about most, FanDuel gives you more ways to stay connected to the action. I played in the Olympics for the U.S. men's hockey team, so you know I'm going to be dialed into all of their games. And if you want to get into the action with the hockey, a curling match that started slow and somehow got really tense really fast, or maybe there's a speed skating race that will be decided by inches that you want to get involved with. You can check it all out and so much more on FanDuel. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started, because from game lines to medal counts to finding your angle on the events you care about most, FanDuel gives you more ways to stay connected to the action. The Winter Games are on, and there's no better way to follow them than with a bet on FanDuel. Check out FanDuel and play your game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments, with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Hour 2 rolling along on this President's Day, 2026. Dan and Bart, Bart and Carlin, here on ESPN New York at 800-919-3776. A lot of basketball, a lot of hoops in that first hour. We'll get into all the football and the baseball news as well as we move forward. But, Bart, I just got to let you in on a little something here because we have breaking news.
Can't wait.
Got breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Remember how we started the show with Floodgate? Floodgate has now been resolved. It is a thing of the past. It is a part of recorded history, and it is no more.
It is now safe to relieve yourself.
It is safe to relieve yourself. We have official email documentation from the powers that be that everything is up and running with the bathroom. And guess who put it to use and tested everything back up and running? The guy who started this whole conundrum to begin with, it's our buddy Tom Bauer.
Tom with the weak bladder.
Tom with the weak bladder, Tom.
Tom, what the hell are you drinking, man? Bathroom twice in 2 hours?
Well, remember, he didn't go. No, he did go the last time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that started.
Yeah, and then I just had a big cup of coffee before the show, so, you know.
But coffee dehydrates you. Don't make you have to go pee. Yeah, it make you go poopsies. It don't make you go peepsies.
We still got to flush either way.
Well, either way, everything is operational. I can't confirm that once again.
And he said he was so spooked by the whole thing that he didn't go anywhere near that first stall. That caused the whole problem.
I did say as far away from that as possible. I didn't want to return to the crime scene.
Did you have any trepidation when you walked in there?
Honestly, yes, because one, I wanted to make sure it didn't smell, and two, I wanted to make sure, okay, I'm not using this toilet again.
Ain't this amazing?
Told him
Tom doesn't want to smell himself.
Dude,
you got to really stink if you can't smell yourself.
If I was him, I would have wore a mask in case they had it on video, like just to make sure that they couldn't pin this against you.
Wow, Tom.
That's what happened. But I'm glad. So no issues to report second time around. Everything is good to go.
No issues
that I know of. You too young to get your prostate checked. But damn, you shouldn't be having to use the bathroom twice in 60 minutes.
It wasn't twice in 60 minutes. There was like a 2-hour gap, I'd say.
Well, you got 2 more hours of this show. You think he can hang in there?
I hope so.
Hell no.
Well, either way,
no chance he makes it.
Wow. You have no confidence in me. I'm going to do it out of spite now, Bart.
Go on DraftKings and see what the odds are for Tom to hold it in for the next 2 hours. Do they have odds yet or no?
Yeah, it's even money right now.
Even money?
Tom
it's a poly market.
Tom with this weak-ass bladder, man.
Oh, let's say hi to David and Elizabeth, who is up next here on Little ESPN New York. Hello, Dave. How are you?
Gracias. What's up, baby? Bart, what up, Mad Backer? Hey, yo, first and foremost, man, leave my guy alone, man. You're trying to blame him for the floodgate.
He almost took out the entire building on a holiday, Dave.
I know, but that's still my guy, though, so I don't care. He's good in my book.
This was like an acute form of plumbing terrorism.
Right, but that's why he's drinking coffee, man. His pH level's all messed up, man. Burning holes in it.
It was a long weekend. He probably went on a couple of dates. Hey, yo, Bart, man, before we get started into the sports, gracias as well. Hey, man, can I shout my daughter out? Today's her birthday.
Wasn't her birthday last week?
No. She just said hi to you last week. Today's her birthday, though.
All right, yeah, no doubt.
Yes, sir. Shout out Jasmine Osina, my second born, a.k.a. the headache, a.k.a. the bully of the family. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. How old is she now?
She's turning the big 4 today, man. She's committing crimes.
Wow.
She's committing crimes.
The big 4.
Oh, you got youngins.
Oh, yeah. My oldest is 7, and my youngest is 4. So, yeah. But, yeah, man. So let's get into sports. Yo, I got all 3 topics. I'm going to make it real fast because there's other people who want to talk to you, gentlemen. Okay, as far as Jaylen Brown, right? He was building a house yesterday. As far as the regular season, he's been playing really good. He got the Celtics up, but last night he was building a house, brother. He threw hella bricks up, and if you guys throw up his footage, Brick Master. Yo, shout out to the Knicks for winning that skills competition. I know that's not, something to, please, because some people are going to be like, it's whatever. But, yo, shout out to my guys, man. They played a decent game. Yo, not for nothing. I wish
you can't shout out the skills competition, Dave. Dave, I love you, but come on, you can't shout out a skill. Remember what Wemby did with that thing on the spurt? Like, what was it, last year, the year before, whatever?
Yeah,
how they were making a mockery of that thing?
Yeah, throw the ball through the net, bounce pass.
Oh yeah. Hey, Bart gets to shout out Kate Cunningham every 2 seconds. I'm gonna shout my guys out too, man. And I'm not gonna lie, Kate Cunningham is box office, man. Like he played a great game yesterday. He is an MVP candidate, and Bart, I ain't gonna hold you. You do bring him up a lot, but He's box office, bro. Hands down. No hate. Just calling a spade a spade. Like Thursday, I hope it's a very interesting game. And Bart, before you let me go, man, can you please speak to the people about like why they keep hating on the whole Kyler Murray thing? Like, I would love for it to happen, but they're like, oh, if he comes, the Jets might not be able to improve because now they'll be like, oh.
But David, I'm not a hater, but I'm not advocating for Kyler Murray in any way. Why do you think it'll be so much better?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, for one, he'd have quality weapons, a quality line, and not for nothing, he could finally flourish the way he should, like Bart's been saying, and I think as well. When he came to the air conditioner about a season or two ago, he shredded us, bro. Shredded us.
Anybody was shredding them. Anybody was shredding them. Come on.
No,
Dave,
but
I could have went out there and shredded them.
But also with the RPO game, his ability to really kill you with his legs. But he's a guy that also buys time to throw the ball as well. Like, he's not a guy that I forgot it was a couple of years ago. He had a play where it was like 10 seconds long.
Yeah. And he was running all over the place.
Yeah.
Ran all those miles or whatever on one play.
Yeah, but then he passed it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's just his experience. I feel like he'll have a chip on his shoulder. I feel like whoever gets Kyler Murray is going to get a focused, determined, pissed-off player because the team that drafted him first gave up on him. I mean,
well, it's not that they gave up on him. They gave him a long time. I mean, he's been there a long time.
He's still under contract, and they're letting him walk because it's the third coach, and they're probably saying, okay, listen, we want our third coach to have an opportunity. No player gets three coaches, right? And you know they kind of moved on from him last year, basically saying it was his fault, right? He was healthy scratches. He was at the position where he could play, but they thought the team performed better with Jacoby Brissett.
Well, remember. Like, even in his so-called, better years, he'd be good for the first, let's say, 10 weeks of the season, and then he would tail off down the stretch.
Yeah, but that's what
happened.
And
his playoff game was horrible. It was as bad a playoff game as you could possibly have.
That's fair. Ask Justin Herbert. He had a couple of those. Ask Trevor Lawrence. He had a couple of those.
I know. Sam Darnold had a bad one last year. I get it.
Yeah, they still give the benefit of the doubt. Like, this, I hate when we judge people about who they were, not who they are. Like, every year you can improve by leaps and bounds.
There's a lot of whispers, though, with his leadership, though. I mean, remember, like, he's in until a new Call of Duty comes out, and then he's checked out.
I think that's an old narrative as well.
I'm just saying.
I think that's an old narrative as well. It was cute 2-3 years ago, but a player can change totally in 2 to 3 years. Look how far Sam Darnold's come in 2 to 3 years, right? Let's go back to Sam Darnold in North Carolina. He couldn't even hold out or beat out Baker Mayfield.
Well, they're a mess, though, the Panthers. Think about that. They look, to me, like if we're sitting here, like I don't know if we did like this game,
okay.
like the Sam Darnold power rankings of like which team that had him previously looks the worst. I think Carolina's the one that's sitting there at number one because they had him and Baker.
My point. but you look at them. Look how far Bryce Young has come in 2 years. So I mean, Bryce Young is a much better player now, right? So like. Kyler Murray coming to the Jets, I don't know why people are poo-pooing that so much. I like that better than Kirk Cousins.
Well, because you know why? A couple reasons, I think. Number one, you look at it as it's a very expensive seat filler, if you will.
But this is the thing. You don't think you can get Arizona to eat some of that?
How much, though?
They just want them out the building.
Well, if they want him out of the building, then you know what? Eat the money. Does that mean I'm giving up less, too, in terms of draft compensation to be able to get them?
Well, if they're going to eat the money, you're going to have to give up more draft compensation. You got to make up your mind.
Right, so either way, you kind of are you're off a little bit. What would you rather do? Would you rather take the money because you got all that cap space, or would you rather give up less draft choices even though you have a lot of them?
Meet me in the middle. What do you plan on paying Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins ain't coming nowhere for cheap. He's made more money damn near than any quarterback in the NFL.
See, I think he is. I don't think he is going to hold out necessarily for like a lot or like sit there and say like I want.
No, Atlanta. That's because Atlanta's still paying part of his salary. That's the thing. That's the attractive part about Kirk Cousins. Atlanta still has to pay him his money.
Are all his guarantees paid up? So like if they were to part ways with him?
I don't think so. Most guarantees happen in the first 3 years. It was a 4-year deal, correct? I'm sure he has some money to start a league year, March something. He gets some type of bonus.
Is that how you got to do it? I don't know, like with the release. I mean, they always have those post-June 1, pre-June 1 designations, like if you're going to release somebody. See, here's the thing. I don't know if they're going to, like with Cousins, I don't think they could find a trade partner because everybody and their mother knows he's getting cut.
Right, so they're going to outright release him.
Right. So if that's the case, then you don't have to necessarily pay him.
Power rank the Jets quarterbacks that you would like. Whether it's Derek, you can add Derek Carr in there.
Give me names. Give me how many?
Derek Carr,
Mm-hmm.
Malik Willis,
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins, Tua Tagovailoa, Kyler Murray.
All right, that's 5. I'll go backwards to forwards first. 5 is Tua. I don't want any part of him. I'll say 4, Malik Willis. 3, Kyler Murray. 2 would be Carr, and 1 I would say Cousins. And the only thing that scares me about Carr, I told you the other day, even though he's got the relationship with Musgrave and all that other stuff, I'm just leery about a guy who's been away from the game for a year.
Yeah.
And the last time he played, he had a bad shoulder injury, which forced him into retirement, essentially.
Yeah, but sometimes a lot of people think the retirement was about him not wanting to take a pay cut and all blah, 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 all that type of stuff.
Now, keep in mind, all those names that you just threw me, and whoever this is possibly going to be is like the seat filler for a short period of time. My mind, that I'm sure that a lot of people within the organization are also thinking that the goal is to still find the long-term solution in one of these next 2 drafts.
Correct.
Right? So that's where my focus is.
Correct. It's to be able to signal to the guys coming out, whether it's Dante Moore, Arch Manning, Caleb's. Who's the guy at BYU?
No, not the guy at BYU.
Somebody at BYU. Yeah, somebody at BYU.
The dude who got suspended?
It's 5 guys that's coming out. Remember, everybody transfer everywhere.
Next year, you said Arch. You said Dante Moore. Why am I freaking out? I'll throw my boy. We got to throw our guy, Anthony's guy, Rocco Becton there from Penn State. Why am I blanking on a couple of these names?
It'll come to you tomorrow.
Well, let me ask you this.
Lenore Sellers.
Right. He went back to South Carolina. Let me ask you this.
Dante Moore, Norris, Noko, Lamaliva.
Yeah, that was close.
Lamaliva. That's the guy from is that the one that transferred from Tennessee, remember? Remember he wanted more money with his NIL?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Are you sold on
Brandon Sorsby?
Are you sold on the kid from Ohio State? I'm not. The Julian Sayin.
Nah, I mean I haven't done enough research to know.
The kid who was at Ohio State this year, he was a Heisman finalist.
Yeah. I'm saying I don't know. I haven't watched enough.
Jaden Mayaeva or whatever. Yeah, he's at Southern Cal.
He's number 6. Yeah.
Lenore Sellers, Sam Levitt,
Brendan Sorsby.
He's a tech guy, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is.
Oh, Nico Maleva or whatever.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what
Rolled
I'm saying.
right off your tongue.
So you got 6. Who knows?
Well, here's the question I have for you. Forget about Fernando. It's not happening, right? We know he's going to Vegas. Mm-hmm. Is there anybody else in this draft that intrigues you that you're like, you know what? I'd take a flyer.
Nope.
Nobody.
I don't want the little dude. I don't want Nussmeier. I don't want somebody.
What about Ty Simpson?
Nope.
Not even if he falls to you at 33?
Nope.
I'm not telling you to take him. I'm not telling you to take him at 2. Of course not. I'm saying in anywhere in the first 2 rounds.
33. I get me a hell of a player. I can get me a hell of a receiver. You know what I'm saying?
What about at 16?
I can get me a Luther Burton type dude. Nah, hell no.
Well, what are you doing at 16?
16. I'm going to get Banks. I'm improving. If the receiver, if the cornerback from Tennessee's not there anymore, then I'm going D line. 6'6", big guy. We ain't getting pushed around now. We got a 6'6" guy that can get to the passer.
You know the dude from Ohio State, the defensive tackle, too. He's another one of those. You plug him right in the middle, and he'll absolutely he's kind of like a poor man's Banks.
Yeah, but Banks gives more to the pass rush because I still got Phillips there that's going to just sit there and be a fire hydrant. So you got Briggs who can get to the pass a little bit. He got a little bit of wiggle, you know what I mean? And then give me the big dude right there who's been dominating 6'6". I need somebody that's big.
You know
right?
what's intriguing, and obviously, like, we need to see how all these pieces fit with the line. All right, I mean, with the new coaching staff, but in particular, bringing Carl Dunbar on board. Okay, you think about how instrumental he was. Forget about what he did with these guys with the Steelers, whether it was Cam, whether it was even Highsmith, what he helped turn him into. T.J. Watt. But let's not forget, like, when he was here the first time around, right? I mean, think about helping those guys like Sheldon Richardson, he helped Mo Wilkerson get paid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Sean
Sheldon
Ellis.
Richardson was a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean?
Yep, Sean Ellis.
Right. So, is there hope for like Jermaine, Will McDonald? I mean, is Will McDonald going to be on this team next year? I don't know.
Of course. I mean, he led the team in sacks. I mean,
but that's not saying much.
Yeah, but he's still at 7 or 8. So we know that the talent.
It's like saying Garrett Wilson led the team in receiving.
Yeah, but that's different. He led the team with 3. I mean, when you talk about Will McDonald's the most natural pass rusher they have, and does he not benefit from not being able to have somebody next to him and not be in a position where you're winning in the games?
You hope so.
He disappears a lot, but when you think about the D ends, Dunbar is really for the D tackles. Yeah, he does the other stuff, but you need a pass rusher. That usually falls in, like when you talk about T.J. Watt, that falls to the linebacker, the outside linebacker coach, because they consider them outside linebackers. So he has nothing to do with Highsmith and nothing to do with T.J. Watt. That guy actually just got picked up and signed by somebody that was on Pittsburgh. I forgot his name. He just got signed to be the coach for somebody.
Well, because everybody left from Tomlin's staff.
Yeah, Tom. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of good people left. Right. When you think about 10 job openings, you think about the surplus of good coaches that were let go.
Well, dude, there was
cherry pick from
10 head coaches. You know how many coordinators? There were 20 different coordinator openings this year. 20. That's insane. 20. That's 2/3 of the league.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't ever remember that much turnover in one offseason. 20 coordinators.
Then you think about places like, was it more? Because, teams that didn't have coordinators, well, we had 10 firings, but you got like places like Matt Nagy, contract ran out. That was another one.
It was hard to keep up with all these the assistant coaches moving from team to team. I mean, it was hard enough keeping track of all the head coaches, but the assistants, forget about it. Like, look what happened to the Giants. The Giants had a guy on Friday when they announced the coaching staff. Here it is. Here is the John Harbaugh's first coaching staff with the Giants. And over the weekend, he left already to go join the Raiders. The new staff of Kubiak. So, the ink wasn't even dry. And they said he's part of our staff, and he left to go to the Raiders 2 days later.
That means he got a raise.
Probably. 800. Go ahead.
You can't take somebody unless they're being elevated in the position. No lateral moves.
No lateral moves. No. They give you, unless they, like you said, even if it looks like it's the same thing, they kick in a title, an assistant head coach or assistant, this or that, just to spruce it up so where you can go ahead and the team can't deny you from making that move. We come back. We still haven't even heard from Adam Silver yet. I promise we'll get to that, plus more of your calls at 800-919-3776. It's Dan, it's Bart. It's BNC right here on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I mean, Eli Manning is everywhere.
Tom Brady still can't get over the fact that Eli has thwarted him twice, the biggest of moments.
There's a chance he tells Alex Earl, can you believe that I lost to Eli Manning twice?
Or maybe he's concerned about losing Alex Earl to Eli Manning.
I don't know if there's any Taekwondo instructors that he has to worry about, but I think he's good. I'm not in his bedroom.
But you'd probably like to be.
No, I'm happy in my bedroom. Probably like to be in my bedroom.
Oh, is that right?
Be like an instructional video for you.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Be like Tom Amansky of lovemaking.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kizzire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends February 28th, 2026.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The whole Rickleball thing. So if you watch YouTube, you know this. We have ads during the commercial break.
Oh, sure
They're
we do.
promoting the Rickleball. Only Rick is in the picture. No, it's a lot what Peter and I went through during the K show. But K drove the show. Dave is that show, bro. He drives the show.
They can't even call it Dave and Rickleball. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, it's game time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it is Tully time. No locals in action today, right? Day after All-Star Weekend, but we still have the Olympics going on. We are in the, I don't know, they call it the medal round. It's the semifinals, right?
Yes. So it's a playoff currently going on if you're referring to the women's ice hockey going on right now. So if the U.S. beats Sweden, which I believe they are beating them right now, they will advance to the gold medal game to face whoever it may be.
So
Probably
technically
Canada.
It's the medal round, right? I mean, because if you win this game, you're guaranteed a medal. of some sort.
By definition, yes.
Gold, silver, rust, tin, whatever it is, you're getting a medal.
That's right.
So they're playing Sweden right now. Tom says they're winning. I know they're in between periods because I see Kenny Albert's face, and I love Kenny, but it doesn't show us a score. But they're playing Sweden. The U.S. men are going to be back at it on Wednesday. They took care of their business in the prelims. So once we get a score here, we'll give it to you. But the U.S. women are playing Sweden. And then at 1:05 p.m. this afternoon, the U.S. women's curling team is going to take on Italy. So good luck to them in that one. I wish I could be able to provide some hard-hitting analysis. I can't. And that is Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey. During today's action, glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Bart,
do we have like a
1-0 USA, by the way, just starting the second period.
Is that our favorite thing?
What, the curling or the hockey or what?
I mean, hockey. I feel like we get more attention to hockey than pretty much anything.
Well, for the Winter Olympics?
Yeah.
I think because we understand it more.
How can you not understand the luge or the skeleton?
But what's the strategy?
Or the bobsled?
You know what I mean? Like, what
do you mean? Not hit the damn wall and create drag?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, is that something we could like coach? You know what I mean?
Yeah, stay straight, stay tight, stay aerodynamically sound.
But anybody could say that.
Come on, the bobsled team is about getting off with the start, and with these two, you look at the splits that they have in the sprint. Remember, they sprint before they jump on the board.
The solo bobsled is pretty cool. Like, I was watching some of that yesterday.
I didn't know they had a solo bobsled.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if they call it that. I think there's like a technical term a little bit more.
You made it up.
Right, but it was one person in a bobsled going down the thing. And then, you run, and everybody's like, yeah, as you, like, start your descent or whatever, and you jump on the thing, and then it's you.
That just makes it seem like it's, that just makes it seem that, like, it's just who's the fastest dude. You know what I'm saying, once you get in there. When it's just one person. When it's a team, then you got people driving in the flight. They got to get in. It's multiple people.
I'm sure there's a science to it. Like I said, I just don't know if we're qualified to be able to provide it right now. You want to do some audio files?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Tom?
The audio file.
All right, and we are going to be starting off with what we teased, and we're going to be teasing the NBA commissioner right now. That is Adam Silver.
There you go.
Yes, he spoke about the whole what's going on this year in the tanking business and, of course, what needs to change. So, Adam, why is tanking worse this year?
I think what we're seeing is a modern analytics where it's so clear incentives are misaligned. Are we seeing behavior that is worse this year than we've seen in recent memory? Yes, is my view, which was what led to those fines. And not just those fines, but to my statement that we're going to be looking more closely at the totality of all the circumstances this season in terms of teams' behavior, and very intentionally wanted teams to be on notice. And there is a bit of a note when you see it quality to this. I mean, we spend a lot of time at the league office going back and forth with teams on injury reports, on coaches' decisions. It's not a position necessarily want to be in, but I'd say also to address your question, it's not what the fans want at the end of the day.
Well, Adam, the fans just want us to not have tanking anymore and for it to not be a problem. Are there any ways to get rid of tanking?
Doing whatever we can to remind them of what their obligation is to the fans and to their partner teams. But number two, as I also said in that statement, the competition committee started earlier this year re-examining the whole approach to how the draft lottery works. And ultimately, any changes will require a vote of the Board of Governors, so it then will need to go in front of the board. But there have been lots of different ideas out there over the years, not just necessarily changing the draft lottery odds yet once again, but looking at whether there's a better system here to try to align incentives. I think when the point about this year, when you look at the totality of the circumstances, I mean, of course, I'm paying attention to what's happening, and the perception is you have a very deep draft class this year. Who knows whether this will be the reality, that the next 2 years' draft classes aren't as good. There's no doubt that's affecting the behavior of our teams.
Look, the hell with the Board of Governors. I don't know, who in the Board of Governors would necessarily be in favor of the way that this whole thing has been approached up until this point by the teams, right? And did you hear the one, I don't know if we have the soundbite for you, like in terms of possible solutions to help eradicate this type of behavior, Bart? Did you see he actually said, and I think that Tom is looking for the cut now, as a matter of fact. I don't know if we have it, but I'll paraphrase. he basically said, well, one of the options you could ride with is get rid of the draft altogether and almost have like a free agency system when it comes to, these guys coming out of college into the pros. What?
So how does that work?
Huh?
How is that fair?
What?
Free agency, yeah. I'm sure I'm going to sign with a team that I'm going to go on and suck for a couple of years. No, you just
right. AJ DeBanza is going to want to sign with the Sacramento Kings.
Right. You keep it as is, and you force these guys to have some integrity. And if you see it, you fine them. And not only fine them, you say, okay, if you guys want to keep doing that, forget fining them. If you keep doing this, then your odds of the lottery balls, or the ping pong balls, we take them out, and we'll give it to somebody. We'll give it to the team above you that may be right behind you may have won a little bit more games, but that's not tanking. We'll put their ball in there. How about that? So if you get caught tanking instead of fining you, we're gonna dock you ping pong balls.
I mean, think about this though, and this was brought up to Adam Silver too. Like, we're sitting here 50-plus games into the season, right? And you have, in essence, a third of the league, which is not even trying to win.
Yep.
They're not even trying to win. You have 10 teams that basically could care less. And that's an issue. For professional sports, and again, I'm going to go back to what happened this weekend with the All-Star game. Like, look at the building. Look at the building. It was empty. And what kind of a message do you think that sends to where you're going to charge ridiculous prices to come watch this product, and it's a product that a third of your league cannot even be bothered putting out at least a watchable product?
I mean, that's the way it's always been. We've always had bad teams. But like you said, with this analytics, now we're getting people that aren't even playing. Look what happened to Utah. Oh, Jared Jackson, during the physical, we saw that you have a growth on your knee. We got to shut you down. As he had just played a good game. Oh, man, come on, man. So, I mean.
Right, and the thing that they found on his knee or whatever, like it was a growth or something like that, which, okay, that's, whatever, good. But you mean to tell me that wasn't discovered when they traded for him a week ago? You have to pass a physical and clear medical when trade goes down, or else it doesn't happen.
Right.
Remember the Mark Williams thing last year with the Lakers and the Hornets? How that blew up? So you mean to tell me, like, they only found it 3 days later, but they didn't know it last week when the trade happened?
Yeah, but we don't want to avoid the trade. It's okay. We'll take him as is. Then why the hell are you having a physical?
Because they don't want to win.
Exactly. That's why he set his ass down. When you look at it with him and Markkanen playing with each other, and who's the kid that used to play for Rutgers?
Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey, man, they can be tight. And especially if they get a high, I'll mess around and see. I'll mess around if they start doing that. I'll be Adam Silver. I'll rig the lottery. Yeah, this team ain't getting nothing. We don't give them the 5th pick. Yeah, tank again.
Well, they've allegedly done that before. So
of course, look at Patrick Ewing, Wembanyama. Wemby and
Cooper Flagg.
And Cooper Flagg.
You can't tell me that Cooper Flagg wasn't. So the Dallas Mavericks basically make one of the worst trades in NBA history.
Right.
Right? Worst trades in NBA history to kind of give a little bit of life to what was a flatlining NBA season. And then, we'll reward you 3 months later and let you win the draft, and you get a generational player in Cooper Flagg.
We'll replace you. We'll get rid of your generational player and we'll raise you another one.
Exactly. Next one, Tommy.
All right, we're going to go back-to-back on this one because we're going to stick with the All-Star game for a second. How was the new All-Star format? That's what was proposed to Jalen Brunson and Victor Wembanyama. First with the Knicks captain.
It's always an honor to be here, and I think when you try some things new, you could get a different result, and I think this weekend was a different result.
Well, that's reassuring. It's a different result. Of course it was. Victor.
Being honest with ourselves is good, and when it's a game we love, it's a game I personally cherish. Being competitive is the least I can do.
Well, that's great. Anthony Edwards, I don't have in front of me, unfortunately. He was the one who actually said, I like the format. I hope they return it next year because he believed that everything was a lot more competitive.
Wait, he thought it was more competitive last year?
No, he wants to bring this format back into things next year because he thought this year's was more competitive than last year's.
It was. But again, and I think the clock and the structure playing the 4 12-minute games had a lot to do with it. But is there a way you can run it back with that same format but make it East-West? Are there like 2 East teams, 2 West teams? I don't know.
It's just something that might just have to be under proposal. We'll have to see.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards liked it because he won MVP.
Because he won MVP. But a guy like Wemby, look, the international guys, this is something that is steeped in how they were raised.
Are you going cultural?
But like if you're like, for instance, okay, an international player, like, okay, he's French. Think about it. French basketball, like, they've had battles with the USA in deep in these Olympic games, right? Like, won the gold medal match in one of the last couple Olympics, them against France or something like that. So
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, when what's his name? When Fournier was on the team as well. Like, that's what they aspire to be, for example. Like, if you're a basketball player and you're French, like, you want to beat the United States because that's the gold standard. So that's why I think you see guys like that get up for the All-Star game with the format, like the international players. It's the same thing, Bart, that's going on with the World Baseball Classic. Like, that means a lot to the international players.
Yeah.
It might not mean as much to guys like us here.
Patriotic pride. Yeah, it is. I think it does. I think because at the end of the day, they tired of hearing people saying that the best players in the league are foreign players. And, the MVP has kind of supported that. When you look at the awards, like the last person that was American-born to win a MVP was James Harden.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whatever it takes, like if that's it, if that's what uncovered the the broken problem all these years, so be it. Keep it going. And again, I don't know if I'm all in, right? Like, I don't know, like, next year this is going to be I can't see myself like locked in for that Saturday night stuff anymore. That's like hokey. But the game itself, am I going to pay more than just like a passing glance to it? Perhaps. Yesterday I had it on in the background. I saw that they were actually trying. I was like, oh, I'll just leave this on. I was doing other things. But, like, am I going to be locked in going into next year if it's going to be something similar? I don't know.
They got you.
I don't know if they got me.
Where's it at next year?
That's a great question.
The All-Star game next year is in Phoenix.
Why do they keep everything out west? Damn.
Weather's nice.
I get it.
Well, a lot of people complain. Remember, like, a couple of years ago, it was in Indiana. Like, who the hell wants to go to Indiana in February?
But put it to Miami, brother.
Well, I mean,
keep it Miami and Texas. Why can't we get something that ain't a 5-hour, 6-hour flight, brother?
Well, because there are people that play on the West Coast.
Well, listen, Arizona is like
but
Texas
the people that spend the money are on the East Coast.
Well, here's the other thing too. Remember, and I'm curious, we don't have ratings yet, right, guys? Like, I don't think there's ratings yet for the game and for all the other stuff. I want to see what the numbers were because this was an late afternoon event instead of prime time because it was on the West Coast and because of the Olympics. So NBC made their bet already with the Olympics. They couldn't put it on in prime time. There were a lot of people I were seeing online, like, I didn't know this thing started at 5 o'clock. I didn't know this was. And so locally, it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That also kept, I think, a lot of people away. So if it's going to be a West Coast event.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What was it for the West Coast?
Well, no, it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon for the West Coast, I'm saying. And it was 5 o'clock for us here. So next year, if it's in Phoenix, that's a 2-hour difference. So, but remember, if it's still on NBC next year, you don't have the Olympics to worry about. So they'll make it, again, a prime time event for the East Coast.
Mike Tirico is going to be in your living room regardless.
Mike Tirico's going to be there, yeah.
You can't escape him.
I got one more for you.
Well, they're paying him enough. You shouldn't.
I got one more for you guys. And this one doesn't have to do with the All-Star game, but it has to do with an All-Star that might be hanging it up. I'm just going to play the cut, and you'll probably know who I'm talking about.
I want to live. When I know, you guys will know. I don't know. I have no idea. Just want to live. That's all.
That was LeBron James saying he's not sure how long he's going to be playing for past this season.
Well, we know his ass won't be playing for the Lakers.
Yeah, he's going to be playing there, yeah.
Watch him try and say, all right, I'm going to come to New York. Man, we don't want you, dog.
Well, it was funny. Saturday morning, the NBA put out a tweet, like the NBA's official PR thing, that LeBron is not doing media availability on Saturday with all the other All-Stars. He was doing his own on Sunday morning at, I forgot what time it was. And I was like, well, that's kind of, that could be something. It could be nothing. And then you're thinking, like, is LeBron going to have his own platform to announce that he's going to be hanging it up soon? But then, like, the more you talked about it, you're like, well, wait, why would he announce his retirement in February? Because that deprives him of, like, the whole year farewell tour. And I'm like, well, maybe he announces as saying that next year is going to be his last year. So he gets like a year and a half of a goodbye tour.
Of course. So everybody can kiss his ass and give him watches and stuff like that the same way I mean, I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had the big rocking chair and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Who had the longest farewell ever? Well, Chris Paul's was unceremonious.
Well, once again, Chris Paul's not going to be in the finals this year. Funny.
LeBron's the last of the banana boats.
Last of the banana boats, right. Wade's gone. Carmelo's gone. CP3's gone. I don't know if has anybody had a retirement tour that lasted more than a year?
I feel like baseball did that.
More than a year?
Did Derek Jeter? No, not more than a year. Did Derek Jeter have a farewell tour? I'm trying to think of the most
because Derek Jeter
annoying.
Derek Jeter announced it in spring training that was going to be his last year.
Yeah, I think that's the last annoying one. Like, bro, nobody. Okay, man.
I think the baseball ones probably drag out the longest because they play the most games. They play 162.
Yeah, but like,
so you hear about it constantly.
It's like, yeah, and then you got these, well, interleague play. Now everybody plays everybody.
Everybody plays everybody. But you get, like you said, you go to all these different cities, all this, and so they give you if they know you're retiring, they do the ceremony from before one of the games. They give you the gifts. They give you this. They give you that. They do the photo ops. But you best be short. I mean, come on. This hasn't been like 5 minutes. When LeBron decides this is it, you will know about it. The world will know about it.
Oh, man. Nike's going to have like a whole campaign as a child, the chosen one.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah,
they did it for
blah,
Jeter.
blah, blah.
Think of how many different Jeter commercials there were when he retired.
And Jeter didn't even have a damn shoe that people bought for years.
Did he have a baseball shoe, like a cleat or something like that?
Cross trainer probably, but LeBron's had new shoes his whole career.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who has the best shoes out of all the players ever.
I can't keep up with that.
I'm talking about current.
Current? I can't keep up with it.
KD. People like KD's a lot. You got Kyrie's. There used to be Kyrie, but Kyrie's a free agent. He's been not without a shoe for like 2 years. But he had the Bruce the Enter the Dragons, yellow with the never mind. You too young. You don't know Bruce Lee.
I know Bruce Lee.
But Bruce Lee was a karate guy.
We
that
are
came
water.
over from.
Be water.
I had the Kyrie with the Enter the Dragons, and like on the sign it got like where he got scratched on the chest with the guy with the fake hands, and so like they had the blood on there, and it was yellow, like his shoe, like his jumpsuit. But I would probably say Kyrie.
Bruce Lee was in a movie with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, he got kicked in the chest.
Yep.
I think that's where Wemby got it from, like taking on that karate class that he did when he lived with the monks.
It does look similar, doesn't it?
Right, when he lived with the monks.
Wemby's a freak, man.
Wemby's what, 7'4"?
3 or 4.
And Kareem was what, 7'2"?
I think he was just 7'1".
Okay, well, 7'1" is 7'2" back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, right, when numbers were different.
Who else got some? James Harden got his. Shea Gilly got his Converse. That's kind of, the zip up. They're okay. Steph is a free agent now. Man,
Steph's a free agent.
Under Armour's doing really bad.
Steph was kind of quiet. Like Steph was kind of quiet. Like that. Steph was quiet this weekend. I know he was there and he wasn't playing or, but like.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't. Given it was like, I know it was Southern Cal instead of like Northern Cal, but like he was kind of. I didn't think that he was as present as he maybe should.
Well, he wasn't the host. He wasn't the host team or the host star.
Yeah, but you're
like
still
it was Kawhi and LeBron.
Yeah, but you're still going to cater to like your stars, if you will, like the stars of the game. And
but SGA is the star now. Like I feel like Steph,
and he didn't play. Steph
Light is dimming. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just natural, right? You got it's looking like this could be another wasted year of his prime. It's so sad that Jimmy Butler got hurt and they couldn't get – who did they get for Kuminga?
I can't even remember. Can't even remember who they gave up. But while I think about that, though, you're talking about some of these guys that can't take the floor and all that stuff. Where can they possibly go?
Oh, man.
If they got to get straightened out.
You talk about the straight setup, man. And I hate whoever wrote this. Whoever wrote this for Samuel Payne, for Pain Institute. This is wacky dude. Real talk for a second. Nah, man, let's keep it real for it. Let's keep it a buck. They could have came with something like that, man. What is it? Real talk for a second. No, let's keep it a buck, man. If you're dealing with back pain, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, and you've been trying to push through it, first of all, why are you doing that? I've been there. But I had to. I was getting paid millions of dollars to push through it. Why are you trying to push through it? That's all, and that's why I want to tell you guys, listen, go to Dr. J. Shaw, Samuel Payne. This is not a surgery place. This is not, hey, take one of these in the morning and call me. Take one of these and call me in the morning. This ain't one of these take a pill places either. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified. He focuses on non-surgical, image-guided treatments that actually fix the problem. No downtime, no scars, no long recovery. They've got same-day or next-day appointments available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. It's always one closest to you. Check them out, SandwellPain.com. Stop dealing with pain and start doing something about it. Don't suffer in silence.
800-919-3776. Calls next. We roll till 1. It's Dan and Bart on ESPN New York.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
So, should we split the bill?
But math is the worst.
Not all math, because with New York Lottery's extra multiplier scratch-off games, you can multiply your winnings up to 200 times.
Wait, multiply my winnings?
Yeah, you take your winnings, then multiply those winnings up to 200 times.
So all of my winnings times 200?
Yeah, that.
Oh. I've always said math's the best.
Play for chances to multiply your winnings 30, 50, up to 200 times. Prizes up to $5 million. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
The following is a paid advertisement for the Wellness Company.
Today we're talking cancer awareness, and I want to bring in someone with a really unique perspective, Dr. Kelly Victory. She's a board-certified emergency medicine physician with over 30 years of experience who serves on the chief medical board for the Wellness Company. And most importantly, she's a cancer survivor. Dr. Victory, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks very much for having me, Michelle.
We've been hearing a lot lately about cancer rates rising, especially in younger adults, which is obviously pretty alarming. What are you seeing?
Without question, cancer rates are rising across the board. And concerningly, we are seeing more aggressive cancers in people even in their 20s and 30s.
That's scary for a lot of people. Is there anything that can be done to help alleviate that fear?
And that is what led me to develop the new product Shield, because it is a group of more than 12 well-studied, scientifically proven supplements that help to supercharge your immune system, the first line of defense against cancer.
To learn more, visit victoryagainstcancer.com and use promo code SMALLS to save $25 on Shield.
Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, Knicks fans, join Bart and Chris for a special Knicks watch party this Thursday, February the 19th at Taramore, 150 West 30th Street, starting at 7 p.m. You got that, Bart? Taramore, 150 West 30th Street, starting at 7 p.m. You can watch the Knicks take on Detroit in a big Eastern Conference matchup with Wild Turkey bourbon specials, great prizes, and, how about this, even a Wild Turkey ice luge. That's right. You'll also have chances to win Knicks tickets and enter Wild Turkey Bourbon's Ultimate New York Game Day experience this April. Join Bart and Chris Taramore this Thursday, February the 19th, tip-off 7:30. It's brought to you by Wild Turkey Bourbon. When you know it's right, don't change a damn thing. You got to be 21 or over. Enjoy Wild Turkey responsibly. How big is the Wild Turkey ice luge? Do we have any idea?
I was sent some dimensions. I unfortunately forget what they are, but I think it's going to be a pretty sizable ice luge Wild Turkey's going to be providing this event.
Now, what's sizable? Like, I mean, you're able to, like, partake in this thing, perhaps? Have some fun with it?
I would say, like, maybe a few feet. Unless I read the chart wrong. I don't know.
Bart, is there any fun that can be had with a Wild Turkey ice luge?
Of course, man. You get the ice luge, you know what it is. It's warmer. It's like making you a cool shot. You know what I'm saying? We run it down there, chase it, put some honey in front of it, see if it can. It's all gravity.
So to incorporate like the whole Winter Olympics theme,
exactly,
into the Wild Turkey, combine it with the basketball, and you have a grand old time at the event there at Taramore on Thursday.
Exactly.
That's what we do. We can thank Wild Turkey for that.
Damn, I got it. Can I? I'm trying to think. Can I order a?
You might be able to take it home. You want to take it home with you?
Can I order a Kelly Tripuka jersey and think it'll get here before Thursday?
Kelly Tripuka's no joke, yo.
Some of the best hair ever, man.
Back in the day, he was no joke.
He had that Magnum hair.
And he had this. It was like a mullet, a little bit of a mullet.
It was a mullet with the curly. See, Tom don't know nothing about Kelly Tripuka, man.
And
that was pre Isaiah Thomas.
Kelly Tripuka, Jersey boy, went to Notre Dame. Had the cool mustache, too, for a little bit. And then Kelly Tripuka, how about that? After the Pistons, you know what he was? He was on the expansion Charlotte Hornets team. He was on the first ever Charlotte Hornets team.
Isaiah got his ass traded, too, huh?
Yeah, he didn't like him. He's done. You're right.
Tom has no idea who the hell we talking about.
I have zero idea who this name is. I don't even know if I've heard this name before.
Kelly Tripuka, I don't even think got a ring as one of the bad boys, right? He was gone before then.
He was going. Like, he was in Isaiah. Isaiah got drafted, I think, in 81, 82. Yeah, he got drafted in, like, 81. He was there then.
How about this?
They were playing at Cobo Hall before Chuck Daly.
I want to say it was his dad. His dad was Frank Tripuka, who was the old Denver Bronco, and who had his number retired, and that was Peyton Manning's number. So when Peyton Manning joined the Broncos, they had to ask the family if Peyton could wear it, and they said yes.
Look at that, man. Nobody's stuff goes as deep as us, man. Look at that. Who thought you would be doing the 6 degrees of separation between Kelly Tripuka and the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm here for. Now Julian's giving me some info. What is this now?
It is Kelly Tripuka's birthday today.
It's his birthday today.
Look at that, man. Look at God. Look at God.
Kelly, if you're listening, happy birthday, brother. Jersey's finest.
Is he still alive?
Is he still alive?
I didn't know.
I'm being told from Julian he's 67 today.
Oh, okay. There we go. Still alive.
How about that? See that? Kelly, 2-time All-Star.
Bro, he was a guy for the Pistons. What are you talking about, man? I wasn't just making that up. Hold on, you thought when I said I was going to bring a Kelly Tripuka jersey, you thought I was trying to be funny.
No. I didn't know he was a 2-time All-Star. That's all I'm saying. I know he was a good player.
I mean, I could have went with a Dave Bing, you know what I'm saying?
I forgot the Utah stop between Detroit and Charlotte. I forgot the couple of years in Utah.
Yes. When he left the Pistons, he went to Utah. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know if you remember the wrestler, the Magnus.
No.
Google him, like Magnus. He looks like Kelly. He was a guy, like, if you could think about the 70s and the Magnum PI and the strong ass mustache, he was the guy.
Magnus, the wrestler?
Yeah, he never made it to like WWE, but he was NWA. NWA.
TNA.
No, NWA. NWA became WCW.
I got Nick Aldis better
or Magnum. Magnum.
Oh, it was Magnum.
Yeah. Tell me you don't look like Kelly Tripuka.
Oh, there. Okay, now it's a little bit different. Yeah. Oh, totally.
That was the look. That was
the mullet and the mustache.
That was the look.
Yeah. Yeah, you had me confused because there was Magnus and then there's Magnum. Yeah, Magnum TA.
Yeah, Magnum TA. Exactly.
NWA. Perfect. All right, we got a lot to do still. We haven't even gotten to the Giants stuff. We have to hear from Steve Cohen, who spoke today down in Port St. Lucie, and all of your phone calls. 800-919-3776. 60 minutes still to play with. It's Dan and Bart, B&C, right here on ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Hey Yankees fans, 2026 Yankees individual game and group tickets are on sale now at Yankees.com/tickets. Next season's home schedule is highlighted by interleague games against the Dodgers, Braves, and Cardinals. As always, we'll host the annual series of games against the Mets, as well as baseball's best rivalry with the Red Sox. Don't miss out on all the exciting action in the Bronx. Get your 2026 Yankees tickets today at Yankees.com/tickets.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Release a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 2.5 S Select all-wheel drive for $219 for 33 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN466016. MSRP $32,010. Zero security deposit. APR $28.60 per month for $1,000 finance. Ends 3/2/26.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Want to know why betting the winter games on FanDuel makes sense? From game lines to medal counts to finding your angle on the events you care about most, FanDuel gives you more ways to stay connected to the action. The winter games are on, and there's no better way to follow them than with a bet on FanDuel. Curling matches that start slow.
Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, we've seen it all, and we're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box. Get started at hrblock.com.
Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, hour number 3, we are rolling right along on this Monday, President's Day. Dan and Bart, B&C, here on ESPN New York. K-Show coming up at 1, but a lot to do still between now and then at 800-919-3776. A lot of NBA, a lot of All-Star Weekend, tanking. A big topic of conversation. We had a flood in the bathroom this morning here, thanks to Tom Bauer, which corrected itself, thankfully, and no animals were harmed in the making. Thank goodness. But other than that, we are ready to rock and roll. A little football conversation as well. But, Bart, a lot of people want to chime in. Got to get to the people. Want to hear from them?
I absolutely want to hear from the people. But, it's 2 o'clock. We got to do – it's 12 o'clock. We got to do what we do. We got to tell them what time it is. It's the power hour.
My arm hurts. That was a good one. You got a few out of there.
Can't believe that Rex didn't want to come back and coach the defense of the Giants. Maybe he just hates the Giants because of what Brandon Jacobs said, so he's like, nah, I ain't coming back.
Well, before we get back to the calls, let's do that. Let's talk about that because I had teased that along the way. So Ian O'Connor, who has a good relationship with John Harbaugh and in The Athletic, and wrote a nice piece on what the first kind of 30 days have been like for Harbaugh since he's taken over and putting the staff together. He did mention that he had a long talk and a lot of talks with Rex about possibly coming back to be the defensive coordinator. Now, at the end of the day, do you think that it was more Rex's call or do you think it was more John Harbaugh's decision? Probably John Harbaugh's decision.
Nah, I think this is more of a Rex thing. I don't know if Rex really wanted to come back to help the Giants out, in my opinion. It was a little beef there for a little bit.
But here's the thing. Are there a lot of teams knocking down Rex's door at this stage of the game?
It's not, but Rex is snuggled in so well, just like Bill Cowher was, into TV. Dude works 18 to 20 times a year.
No, I get it. But he interviewed last year for the Jet job.
Well, I think that was ceremonious, and that was for the head coaching job.
All right, it was for a head, but he interviewed.
This wasn't for an assistant job.
But, you're the DC. Think about it. He's familiar with the area. He wouldn't have to – well, he doesn't live here permanently now, but I'm saying
he lives in Tennessee.
Right. He's familiar with the area at least.
Correct.
So it's kind of like a comfort zone. Now Harbaugh said in the interview that Jesse Minter was the one that kind of sold him on Denard Wilson.
Yeah.
So that's the guy you should take.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I understand that Mentor is a good coach and all that stuff. And listen, he had Rex. Harbaugh had him in Baltimore. It's not like he didn't have him. We'll see. It's going to be a lot of pressure on him because his defense has to stand up, right? And this defense is going to have to be held accountable because it shouldn't have been as bad as it was last year.
That was supposed to be the strength of the team.
Rex with this defense would have did wonders just because he's just great at what he does. Like when he comes to defense, he's an expert. He's a savant. Right, and the game hasn't passed him by. He's like Wade Phillips. He's like Dick LeBeau. He's like Johnson from Philadelphia. Like it's certain coordinators that no matter what they can coordinate in any era. But I think, Rex gonna get paid probably what he getting paid for TV to be able to be fired before again.
And you're working crazy hours too.
Correct. Opposed to, like I said, Rex is living a very good life in Tennessee. Bills are low. Fly up, do Monday night football. Do Sunday night, pregame. He flies up to New York on Thursday probably or something like
Saturday because he's only on Sunday and Monday.
Right. So he flies up Friday. No, but come up Friday, hang out Saturday, do whatever he wants. Go over his notes and stuff, and then he's on the show Sunday, goes do Greeny on Monday, and he's out. He does that 24 times a year.
Well, I remember, a lot of people, I remember, whatever great players, retire. And then they're like, well, what about they hire so-and-so? He could come and be the quarterback. Like a quarterback retires. Why didn't he come and be a quarterback? You really think they want to do that? To put in these, ridiculous 15-hour days?
Yeah.
They've already made more money than God, and now, they've given up that life. They're done with it. And now they want to go and just work all these ridiculous hours when they don't have to. They're not going to want to do that.
Exactly. Now let's go to the calls.
Now let's go to one other thing, too, from that piece that I wanted to point out. The other revealing takeaway was that, and maybe this doesn't come as much of a surprise to anybody, but remember like that hang-up that weekend when they were trying to finalize the deal that Harbaugh, and he was, trying to make sure he got some things in writing about what the pecking order was going to be and who reports to who and all that stuff. Basically, in this piece, they kind of let it be known that Joe Schoen, even though he's still the general manager, he don't have much of a role. He don't have much authority anymore. That is John Harbaugh's show, and everybody not named John Mara reports to John Harbaugh. Like Dawn Aponte, who they just hired, who worked at the league, and she's going to handle all the cap stuff and all these other different duties. She reports to Harbaugh. So basically, like they said, Joe Schoen is just handling like scouting responsibilities.
And how long does that go?
Exactly. It's as long as his contract is for.
I don't think Joe Schoen will be on this team next year.
No, I'd be shocked. I would be shocked. And you know what? They're probably this stuff has all been worked out, and they're like, look, from a PR standpoint, publicly, we're going to make sure that we don't want you to look scorned or anything like that. We're not going to look like the bad guys. So they're letting him hang around. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. But in terms of like a voice, I mean, shoot, you really think like when the draft rolls around that John Harbaugh is not going to be the guy having the final say when it comes to who's making the picks? Mm-hmm. Now, look, that could be good. That could be bad. Who knows? We'll find out. But it's John Harbaugh's show, in case you didn't have any idea whatsoever about what's going on there in East Rutherford.
He's in the newlywed phase, too.
Oh, of course, because he hasn't played a game yet.
And it's crazy because when you look at it also, other big news in the NFL, Bradley Chubb and Tyreek Hill released.
Mm-hmm. And
so
that's in Miami.
I can see Tyreek Hill going right back to Kansas City and giving Mahomes. He'll be so much more grateful, too, this time. Even though he said some disparaging words against Eric the Enemy when he left. And now Eric's back at a prominent role because he's the coordinator. But, I mean, I think you go get Tyreek Hill just to be because nobody – and he looks like he's in tremendous shape from like, the surgery. You talk about guys who came back fast from, like, ACLs and stuff like that.
Plus it happened so early, too.
It wasn't too early, was it?
It was week 4.
Nah.
Yeah, dude, it was the Monday night game against the Jets. That was week 4.
Week 4? Oh, so he damn near ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like he's gonna be in shape. And
that was the same night Braylon Allen got hurt. Remember?
Yeah. So I think he goes back. To Kansas City with gratitude, and you get Patrick Mahomes a weapon that he much needs. They signed Kelce for a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
Hope that Worthy. Could you imagine him and Worthy on the same side?
You just said something I was going to get to in a second. There's a little juicy rumor that's been going around. I don't know if you heard this.
He got Taylor Swift pregnant. He don't got to work.
No, whatever he does in his own time, he does in his own time. Let's leave them, worrying about that.
What you mean? That's big news. That's pop culture, right there.
It's pop culture news, but right now, for the purpose of the conversation, no. But with Kelce's future,
okay.
How's about the team we're just talking about closing out his career with the Giants? Because. 2 things. Number 1,
Matt
Nagy. He's a big Matt Nagy guy. And number 2, think about it. The missus, she's got a crib here, spends a lot of time here in NYC.
He can't play no more, man.
It's regardless if he can't play no more.
I'm not doing that. He can't play no more.
But the Giants aren't going to bring him in to be like a go-to target. It's just he's.
So who's your go-to tight end target?
We still got Theo Johnson here.
Nah, bro.
You put the two of them together?
I'm going to get Isaiah Likely.
If you're asking me who's still got more left in the tank, of course it's Isaiah Likely.
No, Isaiah Likely is a budding star.
Of course. He had a down year last year, but we know what he can do.
Kansas City might try and get – Isaiah Likely is Travis Kelce. The way they run routes and get open and stuff like that. But that's neither here or there. But I can see that if that's what he wants to do.
You know what I mean? Like just from a lifestyle standpoint.
Yeah, makes sense.
Go out with
living in Kansas City can't be any worse than that.
Right. But if I'm the Giants, remember, if I'm trying to formulate my passing game, like Travis Kelce's not a guy that I'm looking at and I'm saying we need that guy. He's gonna be a safety. He'll be a safety valve. He's a complementary piece.
But Jackson Dart, he gets open, sit in zones.
Right. What I am looking at, though, is that, okay, I got Malik Neighbors coming back. That's my go-to guy, but, we don't know if there's any rust, coming back from that injury.
Draft Tate.
Wandale could be gone, probably gone.
Yeah, I'll let him go.
Yeah, somebody's going to pay him. And then you got to make sure you have another option on the other side of the field because you can't just be all Neighbors. We've been down that road before.
But I see them drafting they don't draft a right tackle, because the Utah guy is such a Harbaugh type of high.
So if you're not going tackle at 5, you go in wide receiver. You go in
wide receiver.
You go in Tate at 5?
Or Lemon.
I'll tell you, how about another way you could go? And 5 is a sweet spot. Pound for pound, people are saying that Caleb Downs might be the best dude in this draft. The safety from Ohio State.
Well, we talked about this. Who had more success with good safeties, blah, blah, blah. So that could be a possibility, too.
Harbaugh's had a couple that are special, right, in Baltimore.
Well, he inherited one.
Drafted the other. But he drafted the other one. And we've talked about him. I mean, he was very high on the board over in Florham Park, too, when he came out.
But because he ran a 4.6. That was the issue.
But that could be – remember, the Giants secondary's been bad for how long? Right?
Yeah, but
they let a couple of all-pros walk out the door.
But you just got Javon Holland. You spent money on him.
We need 2 safeties. At least this is a cheaper alternative for the next few years. I mean, Holland, you could say goodbye to him after this year, probably, the way the contract is structured.
I think I need a corner, man. A Debo.
Is there a corner?
We got to get Banks out there. Yeah, the kid from Tennessee.
Yeah, but is he worthy at number 5, though?
I mean,
trade down a couple of spots, maybe you could get him there.
We just saw what Witherspoon and
no, I get you, but
Gonzalez did.
But in terms of that spot, I mean, think about it. If you're 5 is a nice place to be because there are so many options you have. Normally, if you have more than one quarterback, I mean, being 2 where the Jets are is a great spot. But if you're 5, that you have a lot of options in front of you if you're the Giants because teams could be picking up the phone.
You're gonna do a Quentin Nelson,
something like that. That's what I'm saying.
Swap, and then give me 3 2s.
Something like that. You can move back 2-3 spots and get yourself 2 quality draft picks down the road to play with. It's a good place to be. But see, the great part about all the draft conversation for anybody is that the draft is still 2.5 months away. Free agency is in a month.
Yeah.
And a lot of holes that teams have are all going to be not all, but a lot of them are going to be satisfied with free agency. And then when you sign guys and fill the spot, you're like, oh, we don't need a right tackle anymore because we got one in free agency or we traded for a guy, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that'll change your draft board.
I can see Bradley Chubb going to Baltimore. Baltimore always recycles what used to be good pass rushers. It was Elvis Dumersville, but it was Kyle Van Noy a couple years ago. I'm trying to think who else it was. They have a whole
from Pittsburgh too.
Huh?
The dude from Pittsburgh too.
Dude from Pittsburgh.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Pittsburgh got the guy from Baltimore. My bad. Queen.
Oh yeah. No, Queen, man, they can't wait. He missed more tackles than anybody in the league last year. 25 missed tackles.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
I think also, I mean, Bradley Chubb looks like he's the type of guy that can go there.
Here's what I like about Bradley Chubb.
He's 28.
He played every game last year coming off of an ACL, which is that to me is really what's encouraging.
Yeah, but what was his sacks like?
He had 8.5.
Okay.
Not terrible.
You got Jalen Phillips up there. He's gonna get overcompensated just simply because he won a Super Bowl, but he's okay. I can see Bradley Chubb in Philadelphia too.
Bradley Chubb, part of that 2018 draft class.
Yep. Just think, he got traded for like a first-round draft pick.
Mm-hmm. Denver knew when to say goodbye because they didn't want to pay him. Well, they didn't give him an extension, because that was his 5th year when they traded him.
He ended up getting but he ended up getting an extension with Miami.
Miami paid him, yeah.
Yeah.
Denver didn't. They had the 5th-year option they picked up, of course, and then they traded him midway through the season in 22, which was his 5th year.
Yep.
Crazy.
So it's going to be interesting because Miami's clearly going to be a different type of team.
And guess what? Today it's Tyreek Hill and Bradley Chubb, and pretty soon it's going to be the quarterback. They just got to figure a way to make it work best for them economically.
They're going to try and trade him, and then they might just like. I think everybody realizes you can survive eating a huge cap hit because of the cap is going up to $305 million, I think. So I think teams are like, hey, if Denver was able to eat Russell Wilson's and still make it to the playoffs, why can't we eat it?
That's a good comp.
95 is it's a new 85.
That is a perfect comp right there, because everybody thought the Russell Wilson was like one of the worst contracts or whatever. How is Denver just going to eat that? And guess what? They were success because, well, first of all, remember, they hit on the quarterback to an extent. Yep. They hit on Bo Nix.
Yep.
So they were able to have a cheaper alternative playing the position where you win games, and then they were able to build out the rest of their team. I'll tell you, another guy, because you bring up Denver, I'm really curious.
Bring Frank Myers back.
That's what I was just going to say. What is JFM going to get, and do you think there's any chance for a reunion?
I can see a reunion in Tennessee.
But not a reunion here.
Nah. I can see a reunion in Tennessee, though.
See, all those guys.
Because he is older, though. He had 8 sacks last year, one of his best years.
He had his 2 full years in Denver. Last 2 years, he set career highs in sacks in each of the 2 years. It was like one was it 8 and 8.5 or something like that?
Yeah, but it kind of helps out when the dudes on the outside got so many.
Right.
And you got Josh Allen next to you.
And by the way, Nick Bonino for some reason wasn't an All-Pro this year, which is just I don't know what they're looking at, but anyway.
I mean, because with the All-Pro, you only pick one position.
Right.
Myles Garrett's going to get that. He won defensive play. He broke a record.
Well, no, did Nick Bonino count as a linebacker, though? Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a linebacker.
So, but Myles Garrett would be a DN.
DN. Yeah.
I got to see who else made the
because Nick Bonino plays like a –
technically, he's an outside linebacker.
Right.
So, I mean, isn't it fun? Like, how is a guy
name the All-Pro team? Because you can't – see, he can't be listed as outside linebacker and you judge him based on sacks, which ain't an outside linebacker stat.
It depends on the defense that you're in, right? Some outside linebackers rush the pass. Like if you're in a 3-4.
Yeah, but then they're going to compare him to DNs, not linebackers.
Why can't I pull up the AP All-Pro team?
You know what I'm saying? Because you got TJ Watt is really a DN, but he's really an outside linebacker. Khalil Mack, linebacker.
All right, here you go. Outside linebacker. Wait a sec.
See?
No, but it's not AP. Hold on. No, I just had on a.
You got DP?
All-Pro team. What is – no, this can't be right. So it said Nick Bonino made it, but it doesn't say his AP. AP is the one that –
maybe he's second team.
Jack Campbell was a first-team All-Pro, and we talked about
He made first team?
Jack Campbell made first team, but that was inside.
Over Roquan?
Mm-hmm. And Jordan Brooks.
Defense. So that lets you – well, Jordan Brooks didn't have a good year, and Roquan didn't have a particularly good year. So that tells you that they were honest. That tells you they were honest. The Franklin kid, they fell off.
I don't know, dude. Apparently this says Nick – I thought Nick Bonino got snubbed.
See, there you go. Look at you. Fake news.
No, I'm gonna figure this out.
Fake news.
No, what's FW? Because that's not AP. Oh, the Pro Football Writers. That's not AP though. That's something completely different. I'm trying to look for the Associated Press All-Pro team.
I mean, it sounds like something that your producer.
Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
All right. They just have, you know why? Because they have edge rushers.
Right.
Okay, so he would fall under the edge category. That's why. So you got Myles Garrett, Will Anderson, and Micah Parsons.
Right. So who gonna make it over?
But then here's your second team.
But so he's second. But who we gonna make it over? He making it over Parsons? Who's on the way to a defensive MVP?
Even though he got hurt, no.
Will Anderson might have been the best outside linebacker, pass rusher. Period.
Second team is Spider-Man.
Who's hell Spider-Man?
Brian Burns. That's his nickname. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know.
He's a big Spider-Man guy. So Brian Burns, Danielle Hunter, and Aiden Hutchinson.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you have any objections to any of that?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm just saying it stings because, but dude, he finished, like I said, he was 4th in Defensive Player of the Year, but he can't find a spot on either one of the 2 All-Pro teams. That hurts your contract negotiations, too, next time he's up.
Nah, they know. He already got paid, so he good.
800-919-3776. Quick timeout. We come back. We'll get these calls fired up. Tom's going to take a sideline to sideline as well. It's Dan and Bart here on ESPN New York.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Gold prices are soaring, and silver is near an all-time high. If you want to get cash in your hands for your old or unwanted jewelry, now is the time. Get the most competitive prices at the Estates Roadshow, happening all week long. Old rings, chains, and even broken jewelry. Don't wait. Cash in while gold and silver are hot. 4 locations this week: Staten Island, Secaucus, Clark, and Toms River. Bring your gold, silver, coins, diamonds, and watches, even broken pieces, and get cash on the spot. The prices of gold and silver are at an all-time high, so there's never been a better time to sell. No appointments, no fees, no pressure. Just friendly professional buyers with over 35 years in the business. Go to the Estates Roadshow Monday through Friday in Staten Island at the Hilton Garden Inn, Secaucus at the Hilton Garden Inn, Clark at the Holiday Inn, or at TMT Cash for Gold in Toms River. Just walk in with your old jewelry and walk out with cash in your hands. For more info, visit estatesroadshow.com and follow Estates Roadshow on Facebook for all upcoming events.
Hi, I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, the injury firm. You know what's interesting about the words personal injury? The first word is person. And at D'Agostino & Associates, that word means everything. That's because I handpick every person in our firm, from the pleasant professional person who answers your call to the experienced person litigating your case in court. Because every person in my firm is an extension of me, and the only way to exceed our clients' expectations is to deliver the highest level of personal service every single time. And that starts with hiring the right people. You see, we know that every client is a person too. Someone going through the toughest time in their lives and deserves to be more than just a file number. At D'Agostino & Associates, we put the person back in personal injury. So call 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222 and ask for me, John D'Agostino. And let's talk about your case, person to person. D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
New year, new season, same goal. Feel good and stay in the game. But if neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica is holding you back, it's time to handle it. I'm Bart Scott, and I'm telling you to call Dr. J. Shaw at Soundwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he specializes in getting people back to living pain-free. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided treatments that work. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Stop playing through pain. Go to SoundwellPain.com. Relief starts today.
Rich Eisen here. As you all know, I care deeply about pediatric cancer research and awareness. That's why I'm proud to talk about Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 27 years, every Hyundai sold has helped fund life-saving pediatric cancer research. Together with over 850 dealers nationwide, they've raised more than $277 million, supporting over 25,000 kids in their fight against cancer. At Hyundai, hope isn't optional. It comes standard. Visit HyundaiUSA.com and search Hyundai Hope on Wheels to learn more.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
This is the Michael K. Show.
The Yankees, I think, are better than last year because you're going to get Garrett Cole back. That automatically makes them better. Now, does that translate into 96 wins, 97? I don't know. But all the Yankee fans that are upset that the team, quote unquote, ran it back, I think you're wrong. I'm amazed when I read on social media people saying, I'm really not excited about this season. Nothing about it really floats my boat. Well, what would have floated your boat, baby?
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right. You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner. If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate.
I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you. No, you don't. You want all the shine. No, I don't. Call whatever you want. Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. To sign up and register to play, go to the ESPN New York app and click on the Rickleball tile.
Hey, what do you think we do, Tom? You think we maybe go to a caller and see what they got for us?
We're doing some calls. 800-919-3776. Let's say hi to Jay. He's in the Bronx. He's up next here on B&C. What's up, Jay?
What's up, fellas? Always a pleasure keeping me entertained. That's always
That's
a
what
good
we do
thing on a Monday.
That's why we're here.
That's what y'all do.
We love
and
you.
y'all good at it. So some quick points. I think Dirk Nowitzki had the longest retirement tour. I think the NBA kind of and fans thought he was retiring that second to last year, where he kind of got annoyed and said, I haven't made an announcement yet. And then came back the next year, if I'm not mistaken. But his was pretty long. It started as soon as he hit 40. He had a long career.
Well, the longer you know what the problem is now, like, Jay, real quick, like the longevity that a lot of these dudes have now, and they play forever till they're almost pushing 40, you always expect, like, okay, this is going to be the last year. This is going to, like, we've been playing this with LeBron now for how many years? Like, this could be his last year.
AJ, can I ask you this? Is this the LeBron era coming to an end, or was it the Steph era during the LeBron era?
You had a Steph era during the LeBron era.
Yeah. I think it's the second point, but I think Steph. I think it was Steph's era. I think LeBron's was back in Miami, and now it's kind of enveloped with this celebration of his longevity now. So and look, an epic, iconic career, but I think Steph. You got to say Steph had it during his dynasty years.
Yeah, because what Steph won his championship 2 years ago. That was 3 years ago. Golden State won the unexpected one.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Steph Curry, culture-wise, and also biggest impact on the game. I would say the evolution of the three-point shot and what Steph Curry's been able to do affected the way the game changed at its purest levels.
You're 1,000% right. I was thinking about that too as well. Like the other day. Like think of Steph.
Fast break three. What?
And the Golden State Warriors, right? Like they changed the game. So everybody, and look, I'll put myself in this category. I don't like the run and gun. Let's just chuck up a 3-pointer every 2 seconds. The volume shooting like that. That changed the game. The Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry, they're the ones responsible for it because it's a copycat league, and everybody then took a page out of that book and tried to copy that.
Not only the pros, college, high school, like his ability to shoot the three, and that's what it changed the whole analytics approach to it as well. But what I'm saying is we give so much credit saying, LeBron dominated the era. Well, him and Steph are damn near the same age. And Steph got 4 titles just like him.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I mean, like you said, as far as the era and how about, here's a better word for you. And Jay, thanks for the call, my man. Influence. Who was more influential?
Yeah. I mean, LeBron isn't the first guy to ever leave college and skip high school and play well.
Right.
Amari Stoudemire, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Like, we've seen that. But, I mean, the greatest shooter of all time?
Steph will be 38 in a month. He'll be
right.
38.
And LeBron is what, 41?
But
LeBron didn't go to
41.
college, so LeBron was in the league before Steph.
Right. LeBron, his first year was 2003. And Steph came in
what, 5?
09. So that's like it's a 6-year difference only because Steph went to college.
Damn, Steph didn't come to the league to 09?
Yeah, because Steph was in college for Davidson. He was there for a few years.
Damn.
Yeah, he was at Davidson for 3 years. And they had that breakout in the last year when they made that deep run to what did they make, the Elite Eight or whatever it was?
Okay, so he's 6 years behind him, and LeBron is
3 years older.
3 years older.
Yeah.
Got you. So that means he did 3 years in college.
But I'm telling you, you can make a strong case, like in terms of who was more influential on the game of basketball for the last 20 years.
Right, because Steph has been in the league, 6 years less. But he got everything LeBron wanted and everything LeBron got, and he did it in one place. That's why I can't say that. That's why I can't say that LeBron is better than Jordan, because he didn't stop anybody from getting what they wanted. Jordan stopped Karl Malone. Like, who don't have a title because LeBron? Like, oh man, LeBron's here.
I got to think about that.
Like when
but
LeBron,
the Jordan one is easy. I mean, like you said, Karl Malone, John Stockton. You know, if you want to say
Charles
Gary
Barkley,
Payton,
Ewing.
Sean Kemp, Charles Barkley, Ewing.
See, Gary Payton, he fooled you with that. He went and got one in Miami. He was just
there you go. All right, good call.
Spectate, yeah.
Good call. In 06. He got it in 06.
He can't even claim that. You can't even claim that one, bro.
Well, because at that point, I wasn't. I mean, Gary Payton was. I don't want to say he was washed at that point, but he wasn't.
He was, because remember, him and Karl Malone tried to go to L.A. and win, and that's when the Pistons sent their ass home. They tried to make a super team.
I don't know. Do we look at the guys like
Antoine Walker?
Are you talking about LeBron or are you talking about Jordan?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about.
You put Steve Nash into that mix, like the LeBron stopped Steve Nash from winning a championship.
No, because he wasn't in the finals.
And I'm trying. Did he get picked off along the way?
Just think. Jordan took 2 years off too.
Right.
That's how the Rockets was able to get it. Or it would have been 8 straight.
See, I'm glad you're on board with that, because I am, and people always push back on that. I'm like, well, if you were alive and you knew how the game was back then, why would I would still, if I had the last dollar to my name and my life depended on it, like if I could go back in time, would the Bulls have won 8 in a row if he never retired? I would still say yes.
They would have won. They at least would have won 1 out of the 8. He was out. He missed like 2 seasons, right?
Well, 1.5. Remember, he came back in like February of that second year, but he was.
There's nothing you can do there. He lost to the Magic.
They lost to the Magic. They lost to Shaq and Penny.
I mean, never seen a Game 7.
Never saw a Game 7. That's what I'm saying. Like, forget about never losing in the finals. That's what people don't realize. He never played a Game 7 in the finals.
LeBron got the bubble. Championship, and then he got the Draymond.
Right.
Shouldn't got suspended championship.
That's going to be like his magnum opus, the Cleveland one. Like that's the one. Okay, down 3-1 against the Warriors who won 73 games, but the Draymond suspension had something to do with it, because you can't win Game 7 if you don't win 5 and 6 first.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I take nothing away from the block. Like that's going to be that might be the most famous play of his career.
First of all, that's not even the best block we've ever seen in the finals. I mean, in the playoffs. Tayshaun Prince, Reggie Miller.
Oh, okay.
Other side of the court.
You're so lucky that you're not in today. Otherwise, I'd fine you for the swear jar.
Is that a fine?
How? I'm just talking. We talking about the greatest blocks of all time. Okay, you name me another block that you can even remotely think of, Tom.
Yeah, but the Tayshaun Prince one, I had to think back to that one. That one's not going to get the same love as LeBron.
Whoa. Pull that one up.
Well, I remember
it.
No,
bro. Reggie Miller. Like, come on now, bruh. That one was way more impressive than LeBron.
But that wasn't in the NBA Finals either.
It was in the playoffs.
But it wasn't in the NBA.
It was to win the game.
It wasn't in Game 7,
bruh. When you see that one, you're like,
I'm
okay.
looking at it. It was.
Yeah.
Dude, how about this? How about?
Yeah.
No,
you can't even hide it.
No, you know what's funny about it though? Check it out. That was in the final 20 seconds of the game.
Yes, to win the game.
But do you know what the score of the game was?
What?
69-67. Think about how different things
No,
are.
bro. That's because we play real defense, baby.
I know, that's right. But think about it. 69-67 with 20 seconds left in a playoff game.
But that wasn't the game. LeBron, the game wasn't over.
Now it would be 169 to 167.
Imagine, this is you thinking you about to tie the game to go to overtime. This is Reggie Miller at 6'8", and he came from the other side of the court, trailing behind, and went and got that thing before it touched the glass. Tell me you ain't impressed. Forget the score. Think about the situation. And that's Reggie Miller. That's the GOAT he blocked. Who the hell did LeBron block? He took that off from Reggie Miller at 6'8". Reggie should have went up to dunk it. That's what you get. 6'8", you going up to lay the ball up. Like,
you know what?
The hell that be?
Tom, this is called a retro fine. It's a retro fine.
Retro fine.
When he's back in, I think he gets a slap on the wrist with that one.
Yeah, okay. I think we can put a 10 in the jar for that.
How dare you?
Let's say hi to Gilberto in the truck, who's up next here on ESPN New York. Gilberto, what's up, baby?
What's up, guys? yo, that's not a finable offense. Come on now, man.
Because you brought the block up first.
They're setting you up, man. And you know what I'm more shocked about? I could understand Carlin doing that. And maybe Grassa, because he's here, he's so cool, you know what I'm saying? That he's trying to, keep it going. But that's not a finable offense. One thing I did want to ask you, Grassa.
Wait a second. Real quick.
Time's become a monster, man.
He brought up a play that I had to sit there and think about. How was that not a finable?
That's because you're not a basketball guy. Most basketball guys knows about Tayshaun Prince.
That's a hell of a block he's talking about.
It wasn't in the NBA Finals.
It was full court. It was to go to the finals. It was to go to the finals.
It was game two. It was game two.
So what?
Okay. Let me just ask you a question. This is more important, and then you guys let me know. One question, Bart, I wanted to ask you first. Is it true that the center for the Detroit Pistons, I'm bringing it up, not him. Okay? Come on, Grassa, be nice. Is it true that the Knicks had him first and they traded him?
Oh, you talking about Duren? He talking about Duren? Yeah, because remember we took Kimba Slice. We took Kimba's.
Shout out Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, we took his contract. So that was a trade. God. That's when we ate his money.
That's going to be one of the worst trades ever to go down. And Grassa, I wanted to ask you.
Yes, sir.
You really want to bring Kelce to New York?
I'm
bro?
not. It's not me.
Much better. George.
I'm just telling you what's being talked about along the grapevine in the rumor mills. That's
really?
all.
What grapevine is that? Boy, Grassa be with the stars.
Yeah, man. He just trying to get tickets to the game. To the suite. What they gonna have? They gonna have Taylor Swift at Summer Jam now?
My Sundays are accounted for. I wouldn't be able to go watch them games anyway, nor would I want to. We got a job, you know that.
But you can go to the Taylor Swift concert, concert.
That ain't for me.
You a Swiftie?
No, that ain't for me. That when that stuff was going on, however many summers ago that was, that is one place I wanted to be as far away as possible from. I don't function well with crowds of that scale. That was insane.
Them the circles you go under.
Not them.
Yeah, but Jalen Duren, was technically drafted by the Knicks and then traded to the Pistons.
I'll tell you, Jalen Duren, he was one of Penny's guys, in Memphis.
Yeah.
And did you see what happened to Penny a few days ago?
He got fired?
No. Well, we'll see what happens at the end of the year because Memphis having a little bit of down year. But so they were playing Utah State. They were getting their butts kicked. There was seconds left in the game. Utah State, the dude was, down the other end of the floor, and with a couple seconds left, he went and it was a dunk contest, and he did some windmill jam right before time expired. So Penny goes in the handshake line, and he was basically, that's not cool, that's not cool. First to the coach, all the players and everything.
Yeah, we don't do that, yeah.
Here's the problem. I hear what he's saying, but the way the game is right now, the committees, because it's Utah State and Memphis, these are mid-majors.
Yeah.
They put so much emphasis on the analytics with the net ranking and Ken Palm and all this stuff when it comes to picking teams for the tournament that margin of victory actually matters and it affects those ratings.
Well, lay it up. Don't
Fair.
Give me no hot dog.
Fair.
Fair.
This is the crazy thing. Like, did you see the foul in St. John's?
Dude.
First of all, this dude had the old school Roy Jones patch on the back.
Yeah,
of his
how about
neck.
that? It was like they ran out of electricity on the clipper.
That's the Roy Jones patch that he used to have in the back. I say, man, look at this dude.
Did you think? I mean, you saw the play.
Yeah.
And this was all,
He grabbed his face.
Bryce Hopkins going back to Providence, like you kind of thought something like that would be brewing. But did you see the suspension? Did you think it was fair? He got 3 games.
Oh, he got 3 games?
Mm-hmm.
He should. Who was going back to Hold on.
Bryce Hopkins, who's on St. John's now.
Yes.
Started his career out with Providence.
Got you.
So this was his homecoming. And it
Grabbed
got a
his
little
face.
testy, as you would expect. So Powell got 3. I mean, he went for his head while he was in midair. You know what I'm saying?
He grabbed his face and pulled it back. But this dude looked like he like the heel of all heels. He looked like one of the villains on like a blood sport.
Yeah, it was. He's lucky. And so anyway, so that happened, and then it took about 20 minutes of real time before they could restart the game again.
That was 20 minutes of real time?
20 minutes of real time before they sorted all that stuff out.
Oh, they were fighting.
20 minutes. And they had to dig through all that. So Powell got 3 games. But you know what? Look, you don't justify the act or whatever. He could have got really messed up. But here's the problem. All this like negative hostility with the player and going back to blame college sports. And blame the structure the way it is, because you wouldn't have guys changing teams and going from in-conference rival to an in-conference rival in the old system. But with NIL now and the transfer and all that stuff.
The old system is the old system. But you can't listen. You can't enjoy something without appreciating that it comes with negative stuff as well. Nothing's perfect.
Right.
We love the fact that Indiana can win a championship. Well, a bunch of old veteran dudes. And they won. It's not like they won with spending money. They've spent some money, but they won with older players.
Yeah, average age was like 24, 25 on that team.
Yeah, they were older than the damn Green Bay Packers. Who do you think takes a chance on a guy like Dobbs? Because I don't know if Dobbs can become a superstar. That's the whole thing.
I don't know.
I mean, because you think about the teams that need receivers or want a big-time receiver. Like Dobbs is a guy that when healthy.
Dobbs is a
solid star.
A solid 2. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you had Watson there. Dobbs is gone.
Dobbs is gone. They're not paying him.
Yeah, I wonder if if you had to take Watson or Tyreek Hill, who you taking a chance on? Because Tyreek might come at a discount now. $15 million with incentives.
Tyreek's a pain in the ass, man. Here's the thing. Tyreek will be on, if somehow he only has to settle for a 1-year deal, he'll be on his best behavior for a year. Right? For a year, he'll be fine because he knows he's going to have to play and behave to get another contract.
I tell you where you better watch out for him at. Baltimore. Remember, Lamar been trying to get been saying Lamar's going to come to him. They train together in the offseason.
Mm-hmm. I could see some of these smoke screens right now. Just give him the ball in space like Kansas City used to do all those years with him.
Forget that.
And even Tua.
RPO.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lamar Jackson running around. Him and Zay Flowers.
Refresh my memory. Who'd they hire there as the OC?
I don't know. I don't know. He brought in all kind of people.
Oh, Declan Doyle, the guy from the Bears. He's basically 28 years old. So basically, he's coming from the Ben Johnson school.
So let's play action shots. He can play the Jameson Williams.
That could be dicey. Let me tell you. You're right. That could be dicey. Quick timeout. We come back. We'll finish it up. 800-919-3776. Dan and Bart right here on ESPN New York.
Ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think's going to go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. So if you want to go to the NBA Finals, all you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit 1 entry for Profit Boost token. Opt-in required. Must apply Profit Boost token on select market. Restrictions do apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-OPEN-Y. or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Call 877-CARS-4-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your card can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your card today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-553-7217 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-553-7217. That's 800-553-7217. What do you have to lose? Call 800-553-7217. Again, 800-553-7217.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The whole Rickleball thing. So if you watch YouTube, you know this. We have ads during the commercial break.
Oh, sure
They're
we do.
promoting the Rickleball. Only Rick is in the picture. No, it's a lot what Peter and I went through during the K show. But K drove the show. Dave is that show, brother. He drives the show.
They can't even call it Dave and Rickleball.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Dan and Bart, ESPN New York. Michael's coming up in just a couple of minutes. He'll have all the reaction to the Steve Cohen comments from earlier today down in Port St. Lucie. Wants a winner, can tell you that. Met owner wants a winner. And I like the cut about the – can I play the one quick cut? What was the Oh, this was on the Dodgers. Listen to this one. Right, Bart?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, they're formidable, right? I mean, they have the ability to spend. So do I, by the way. And they built a great team, but I think we've built a great team, and I think we're going to be really competitive this year. And the goal is to meet them somewhere along the way in the playoffs.
They got the ability to spend. So do I, by the way.
So tell me this.
Yeah.
You taking the Dodgers or the field, or is the most formidable opponent
for this year
still Toronto?
Well, you're giving me the field. You're giving me 29 versus 1. Right now I'm taking the field.
Don't it seem like they're a bigger they should be a bigger favorite than it was last year?
Well, here's the thing. Think of how close they came to losing it last year.
But remember, Betts was hurt. He had a down year. He won't have a down year.
But they were this close to losing the World Series last year.
Yeah, but that was to Toronto.
Two years ago when the Mets played them, remember the round before the Mets, the Padres had a 2-1 lead on them. They were 1 game away from extinction.
Okay,
it's come close. You know?
Right, so tell me this. With the return of Garrett Cole, who's the favorite in the division, Toronto or the Yankees?
Right now, no. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to project ahead a little bit. And I know that the Yankees are team run it back. Okay, they're team run it back, and I know they're getting Garrett Cole back and Rodon, and I get it. They're also going to bring in guys before the trade deadline. So the roster in August is going to look different than it does in April. That being said, right now, if everybody stays healthy or whatnot, Yankees I think win the division this year.
So Toronto's not going to take the next step, is what you're saying, because Toronto Toronto has the ability to spin too, right?
Correct, they do.
And we don't know if the Yankees will spin. They'll spin. We don't know if they'll spin.
But they could trade for a guy who, let's say, is a free agent at the end of the year as a rental, and he could help them try to win a World Series over the final 2.5 months of the season. I think that's the path they take.
So can Toronto.
And Toronto can too, right. But maybe the Yankees, they realize this is the opportunity. A lot's going to have to be dictated on what happens the first 3-4 months, too.
Who gets Tatis?
I don't know if they're going to move. Tatis? San Diego's made moves over the last few days. You know, they signed Castellanos, they signed Griffin Canning. They're making all these moves to kind of like load up this year, but we'll see because they got a tricky situation with the Padres because that team is going to be up for sale. And I don't know who the new ownership is going to be. And whenever you have a team up for sale, sometimes they try to pair off some assets. Like I said, we'll see how the first half of the season goes. I also know that we're out of time today. This goes too fast. I apologize to those we didn't get on the phones. Bart, you're the best. We'll do this again real soon. Thanks to Tom for not flooding the entire building on this holiday.
Did he go pee again?
Tom, did you move your bladder again or no?
No.
No? Okay, so he's stable.
Bart challenged me, and I won out of spite.
See, that's the power of will. Good job by you.
Mess up your urethra.
Julian saved that one as a drop. Good job by him. He's Bart. I'm Dan. K-Show next, everybody. Enjoy your Monday on ESPN New York.
Not all F words are bad. Some are actually great, like fast, free fiber for 4 months. Yep, switch to Optimum Fiber for as low as $25 a month. Plus, for a limited time, you can get 4 months free, HBO Max included for 1 year, and a 5-year price lock. Don't wait, this free fiber deal won't last long, and the fastest, most reliable, most consistent internet speeds await you. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/free today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Be part of it isn't just a slogan. 2026 season tickets are on sale now, and this is your chance to join the tradition and legacy